Fellas, how's it going?
What's up, buddy?
I feel like we all look like the same fucking dude, and so like this is gonna be a real confusing interview if anybody's ever watching it.
Can we
Hell
just say
yeah.
all our beards are beautiful, though? Come on, let's be honest.
Oh, definitely. This shit's fucking.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So I had this fucking thought today, and I don't know where the fuck it came from, but my dad never taught me how to shave, and I think that's where this all kind of stems from.
That'll do it. That'll
Like,
do it.
Hell yeah.
My dad's had a goatee as long as I can remember, and like every morning takes care of all the shit. Never taught me how to do it, so I'm gonna be homeless and live off of
He
it.
said I'm gonna be homeless. It's all right, dude. I grew a beard when I was like 14 because I looked up to this other kid who was like 15 with the full beard, and I said I want to look like that dude, and I haven't shaved since. Since I literally did one clean shave, and that's it.
Yeah, I do. I've done it for like a few girlfriends down the past years, and now I'm just like, nope, never happening again. Like,
Oh, yeah.
you're gonna
Same.
get this or nothing. I look like Post Malone half the time, which is fucking great.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Hell
true.
yeah.
That's what's, so. How you doing, man?
I'm good. Luke texted me. You guys know the fucking TikTok of like the chick who stays up way too late playing video games and does the I fucked up.
Yes, yeah, yeah.
He just sent me that being like, I'm driving home right now. So he's on his way, hopefully, but
All
That's
right,
cool,
that's
man.
cool.
No
That's
worries.
fucking
We
cool.
got
No
you,
worries.
yeah, we got the hockey and the beard dudes in here. We're good.
That's
Oh,
right.
fuck
bro.
yeah.
That's
We were
right.
going to actually, you want to talk about that? Well, fucking, yeah, you guys obviously Oilers fans, right?
I am. Luke doesn't know what hockey is, I'm pretty sure.
What?
I mean,
Did
he
you-
does. Like, we grew up here, but like,
You didn't extradite him from Canada for that?
no, out of like the whole band, Brad and I are in a fantasy league together. Brad hasn't set his lineup once because he's like, I don't even know who plays in the hockey anymore.
Oh,
Fucking
what the
serious?
oh my god.
Oh, my
bro.
God.
I'm in 3 fantasies. I couldn't imagine when I mess up one time, I freak out.
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
Brutal.
I forgot to set my goalies last night, and I had who the fuck was going at 10 a.m. today, or some shit.
Was it the Capitals? I thought the Capitals were playing 1 o'clock our time.
Yeah,
They
but,
must
like,
have been.
I've
'Cause I
got
was supposed
Samson
to
on,
put-
but he's not active, so it wasn't
Okay.
that. But
Oh, okay.
no, it was Ristolainen just got pulled off of the IR, and I was like, "Fuck, do I play him? Do I not?" And he's playing
Oh, yeah.
Pravov, and so I have both of them, and I'm like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna let Philly ride this one." Ristolainen's gonna be wrestling him back in.
It's all right. I got Bennington, and he's fucking me hard right now. And I traded
Oh,
him.
that's
I had
tough.
Anderson, and Anderson's doing way better than Bennington.
Way better.
And
Dude,
I was
it's fu-
disappointed.
After he had that cup run, it was just like,
That was
fuck it, we don't care anymore. Well, that seems like the entire Blues division or team right now. Like,
Seriously.
Yeah.
it's unfortunate because I graduated with Pareko. And
Oh,
so
did
it's
you?
just like, I'm like, I want to take him in fantasy, but like the last year he let me
Dude,
down. I'm
his-
like, I can't do it this year.
Oh, dude, his game's been off this year. Like, I don't know what the hell's
He
up
just
with
signed the
him.
contract. He's not trying to prove anything for a hot second. So he's like,
That's
I'm
true.
safe. We'll be
That's
here.
kind of true. That's kind of true.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But-
Fuck yeah. I don't know.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know. Honestly, I had no idea what to expect. Like coming into this, what you guys were gonna look like. So I did like the last 15 minutes, like combing through social media and like going through the linked accounts to find it. I'm like, okay, if we're all in here with beards, it's the same dude. Just
Yeah,
hanging
we're
out.
Oh, yeah.
we're
Fuck yeah.
chilling, dude.
I feel like I gotta get the right mic though. Like this is where I fucked up. I
No,
went-
dude,
I went
oh,
with
no.
this
You're
on-
good.
What
You
is that?
actually
You sound fucking
incredible.
phenomenal.
Dude, it's a USB mic I bought on Amazon.
For what?
That's
50
same
bucks
here.
and it sounds better than ours, probably.
No, dude, we're a bunch of musicians. We all have like mixers and shit, so
That's true.
I do that. And then
Yeah.
I stream on Twitch for us every Thursday, so like I've been slowly getting everything dialed in.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
pretty. Yeah, you had Tyler on from Youth Fountain. That
A couple
shit-
weeks back, yeah.
Yeah. Because I got into Youth Fountain literally batch like fucking 2-3 months ago, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were talking about in the episode, like it was still pretty new for you.
It was
at that
new,
point, right?
yeah, and so wasn't you guys though, because Batch is the one who got me hooked onto you guys. He's like, bro, you got to
Oh,
listen
yeah.
to this song, Chasing Ghosts, and then I literally was like I said in the episode with you guys, was just as soon as I heard "If You Want Better," I started screaming. I had a podcast. I had to lower the levels, and he's like saying, "Bro, calm down. It's okay." He's like telling me to stop because like there's certain things in music that just like hit instantly and you just know right away, and like that's just what happened with you guys. So you and Youth Fountain I found around the same time, and it was just like mind blowing because it's
That's fucking wild.
I'm like really into like the hardcore shit, and like the instruments in you guys is like super heavy, and then you have like Luke's voice, which just like it's got that mix of both. It was just
That's
like
unreal.
a super big combination, and I was like, okay, I like this, and they're going in my book of liking.
A book of liking. I'm gonna trademark that. That's the first merch product you guys need to put out. Is just book of liking. It's
The
just,
book-
a little
list of
15-page,
bands.
like notebook. That's just a plain thing. The book of lycans. Write down the shit that you enjoy in there.
That's
It
it.
does the self-help aspect, does the music aspect,
yeah.
and it makes bank.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
hell yeah.
There's a whole lot to unpack from that sentence though, and it's funny that like that's the line that got you into it, because when we sat down and we did pre-pro, that front line got cut from the song. Like the song
Really?
the song wasn't actually like, it didn't start until it actually kicked, was the original, like when we did pre-pro, and then we sat down and we were tracking it, and it was just like we immediately went in and did it again, and Luke's like, okay, we're keeping the part. Like we all just like muscle memoried into it.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. Luke fought for it, we stayed in, it just kept it, and then yeah, first line on the record for an EVR release, we're just like, fucking let's go.
That's
Oh
so
yeah.
sick.
It was so, like, that's what drew me in too, was like that's the first song I heard, and I was like holy shit, what the fuck is that? It was unbelievable.
Well, it's funny too, like you guys were talking about it before. I know what was it, Batch, you came up with Green Day, and Kara, you were Blink, or am I backwards on that?
No, I'm Green Day, he's Blink.
Yeah, okay, I am paying attention to some shit.
Yeah.
Dude, we appreciate
That's
it,
sick.
man.
That's sick. That's awesome.
But we kind of have like that same division between us, where Luke and Connor came up on Green Day, Brad and Tim came up on Blink, and both have Blink tattoos.
Me too,
And I'm kind of like, I'm the oddball on it, where like I came up with like Sum 41 and Simple Plan, and just
okay.
a little bit different. But now I'm like, I'm the guy who listens to hardcore. Like half my shirts I've got like Sabalba, Terror, like
Hell yeah.
I found a Comeback Kid shirt at a venue we played.
That's
like,
so
Oh my god.
dude, and like an old school
Wow.
Comeback shirt. And so I'm like, it was $7. So I'm like, I'm buying this, and I wore it
Oh yeah.
the rest of that run. And now it's like super standard, like it's been through some shit, but I'm like, I can't get rid of it. I found this, it's dope. So it's like we always kind of took shit like a little bit harder. Like Luke, as I downed a coffee and I'm on a cocktail, so there's a lot of
Oh good.
Sorry, I got a Bang energy drink, and I probably shouldn't drink that at 8:00 at night. But
well, okay, where are you guys anyway?
We're in Boston.
Yeah, well, I can tell you are, Nick. Fuck
Yeah.
that accent, Jesus.
my kid lives in the right next in the city. He's in Lynn, so
Yeah.
I'm more South Shore, near near the Cape area type of the
Yeah,
water.
so you can enunciate some words every now and then. It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
That's all
the
good.
second I heard the podcast, I was like, it's Boston. These dudes are from
Yeah.
Boston, like no question.
I was listening to the Espresso Time, and I think when they were mentioning us, they were like, I think they're from Chicago. And when we called each other, we were like, where the fuck did they get Chicago from? Like,
Granted, those guys' like idea of geography is it's like Chicago, New York, and like Florida just touch each other. So
okay,
we've
That's
toured
awesome.
across the country, God knows how many times, but it's all just one little
Yeah.
area to them.
right.
It's fuck. It's great.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I gotta ask, dude. So you do all like the Twitch talks and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
How long have you been doing the Twitch talks for? And when, like, just because we're doing this now, like, when did it become like normal for you to like, oh yeah, this is just what I'm doing? Like, as like a podcast, how it's like it's kind of weird at first, and then now you're in that zone of like, that's just what it is.
It's an interesting kind of thing. Okay, I'm going to my playlist real quick. No, don't do that. I'm opening videos. That's not what I need to do. Default playlist.
Dude, you have the vinyl behind you too.
1, 2,
For
3,
Nothing
4,
Goes Here.
5,
Yeah, he definitely.
Oh
does.
yeah.
9,
Yep.
10, 11, 12. I've done 13 Twitch talks.
Oh shit.
Okay.
So that's it. Like it's still a new thing, and it's more. So our manager Cam, motherfucker, Leafs just scored again.
Oh,
It's 2-0.
Who was it? Who was it though?
Matthews probably.
Probably right.
It just happened, so like the stats aren't coming up. Nylander
Okay.
got 1. Marner's got an assist. I don't care about any of that. I don't have Koskinen in tonight, so you know what? Mike Smith can let a few by. I'll be bitter no matter what, but
Yeah. Right.
yeah. Our manager Cam, he kind of just like when the pandemic was starting and everything, he was like, you guys need to like, start figuring out these other methods of doing shit. And one of the biggest ones was, both Cam and I work for Beartooth, and so those guys all started doing streaming shit through that. And he was like, man, you should try doing this Twitch stuff. So I literally, I was about to get engaged. I got dumped, so the remaining money that I had to like pay for the ring and all the money like saved up for a wedding and a new house and shit, I was just like, well, I'm just gonna invest it like into the band and into myself. So I bought like a whole PC and a setup on the premise of I'm gonna start streaming on Twitch. I had no idea what the fuck I was gonna do. Like, I'm not great at video games. I enjoy it, but it's a disconnection. So like doing online stuff, I don't want to be like having to talk to people and like multitask.
Yeah.
And so, no, it was Marner that scored with Tavares getting the assist. So I'll take Tavares for a point because I like Johnny T.
Mitchie.
Hell
boy.
yeah.
My sister's got Mitchie.
He's doing good tonight.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he's got
I had
2
him
shots.
last time. He did numbers for me last season. I got McDavid this year, so I'm pretty happy with that.
McJesus.
Yep.
Yep. Nobody's gonna argue there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like I invested all this money into a computer, and I'm like, I'm gonna do Twitch. Like I'll just take care of that. And it's funny because you guys just released your Chief State episode, so
Yeah.
they were the first guests we had on because it had been like a few years since we had toured the UK together, and it just kind of felt like the right time to reconnect with those guys and hang out with them and tell some stories and go over some shit. And so started with them, and it just kind of like rolled into a few different things, and now I'm sitting and I've got like 16 or 18 different people lined up to be like, okay, do you want to go this week? Do you want to go this week? And try to like weed through it.
Oh wow.
And I'm getting DMs from bands that like I've never even heard of, and like I
wow.
keep my finger on the pulse of like a lot of stuff, but they're like, hey, we just started, we've been a band for 4 months, can we get on Twitch Talks and promote ourselves? And I'm like, I'm all down for it. Like
Yeah.
being from Edmonton, and like our scene here is incredible, but like trying to break out anywhere else is always difficult. So I love whenever somebody gave us an opportunity, I love being able to like give that opportunity to somebody else too. So I'm sure I'm going to be doing an episode like in a couple weeks where I just pull like 5 or 6 different bands, and I'm like, give me the rundown, tell me about your stuff, let's hear a song.
Right.
And because I re-release all my stuff onto YouTube after, but with like copyrights and shit, I can't have music from anybody else.
Yeah.
I got copywritten on my own music at one point. Like it was funny.
Really?
Yeah, because we upload through EVR, and EVR goes through a different company for all the streaming stuff, and so it's that company that filed a copyright against me, and then I like literally had to just dispute it. And I'm like, it literally is my band page and my like just read what's happening here. And they're like, oh yeah, no, you're good, but it's just like an automated process to do it.
Jeez.
Right.
But it's so funny. The boys get it on the YouTube channel for all the espresso times every now and then too, because
they play like the jazz music now, right?
Yeah, there was a lot of it that they were doing where it's like royalty free. Like people just like write something and upload it and it's good to go. But every now and then one of those will get like dinged, and the options are you either cut the segment out, demonetize it, or mute the section. And like I mean, you can't really cut out a section of what they're doing, especially when it's like background noise. It's not important. And if you mute the whole thing, it's just going to cut the audio anyway. So like there's 2 or 3 of them that the boys had to demonetize, which kind of sucks because like we're trying to get our 4,000 hours on YouTube, because then we can start running ads and actually make money off YouTube.
Oh, okay. Yeah. See, I didn't know anything about that, because when we started this, I started putting it on YouTube, and I never added music before because of that reason. And it, like I'm not tech savvy, but like I've been creating music my whole life through like, Logic Pro, Cubase, and GarageBand and stuff. So I know your very basics. And when it comes to like podcasting, it's extremely easy. But like when after like the 4th or 5th episode, I was like looking shit up, and we only went to Spotify instead of YouTube. And I was like, I think I can do like 7 seconds of music. Otherwise, I'm going to ask the band. I honestly don't even know the rule. I'm kind of just taking it as it is. And I've hit some bands up, and they were like, yeah, you can use that, whatever. And then sometimes I'm just taking, like for you guys, I just took like 7 to 15 seconds. I was like, I hope they don't hate me, because we're saying we love you guys and this is it. But I don't even know the actual rule when it comes to it.
It's such a gray area, like especially all the Twitch stuff. Technically, I'm not supposed to be allowed to without written consent, but because like the legality hasn't caught up to everything with like, how streaming works and how all these kind of things go, they can't monetize it and like check on it properly. So like there's no full issue with it. Like if you guys ever sit down and do a live one of these calls and just like stream it up on whatever, you can pretty much get away with anything.
Really?
Right.
Okay.
But doing it recorded and posting it afterwards, it's a weird dichotomy of kind of how it works. And even like I'm in it and I have no idea what the fuck's going on.
This is true.
Yeah, we like tried to read up on it, and now like we both were like, I have no fucking clue what the fuck this is talking about. Like, I don't know what, I can't make heads or tails of it.
It's too messy, and I mean, nobody's really working on fixing it right now. It's just going to be this kind of, we'll figure it out later for the next 20 years.
I can dig it. Dude, behind you, you got like, are those like old school tattoo like things?
So these were my pets. So we used to have two hairless cats and a whippet, but I don't have them anymore. So I paid an artist out of Kelowna to do this up for me, and I just got it like a week ago. So this is now like my favorite thing.
That's the first thing when you popped up on the screen, I was like, oh shit. That looks sick.
This is a wild boar. That's Post Malone. This is just like a dope like practice hand, like one of those modeling ones for like stop motion, but it's all done up in tattoo shit too.
Yeah,
Then
that's
like
shit.
yeah,
That's-
my
that's
camera, the vinyl. There's a bottle of whiskey just out of frame
Oh hell yeah,
with a captain's mask hanging off of it. Because
Oh,
Love
that's
it.
sick, dude.
hell yeah.
I'm a fucking brand whore. Like I have it tattooed on me. It's
Yo.
everywhere. I'm all for it.
Well, that
I'm
that
gonna
logo
dive
itself is sick itself because like I got the black flag bars on this and then I got 47 on this hand, but that placement where you get it, it's
Oh, yeah.
the logo is perfect. Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, same.
Oh nice,
Yeah.
dude.
It's just the
I
perfect.
can't do it the other way. Like it looks weird, so you got to like Wakanda forever. This shit. To, like, go up.
That's sick.
Oh hell yeah.
Um,
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. Nice. Well, that feel like we broke the ice like super simple.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
I think it's this. We both do this on either end of it, so we're just like,
Yeah.
fucking, let's go. Let's
Yeah.
Yeah.
let's make friends.
Yeah, let's make
That's
friends.
it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's what I say every time. Like someone does, like when a band like likes it or something,
We have
likes the
friends.
podcast. Yeah, I'm like, we got new friends. They're our friends now.
Yeah, we're friends.
Yeah,
now.
for sure. I've been playing music with Luke and Connor like forever, and we did one show, and I can't. It must have been like 9 years ago or some shit in our old band. And the bass player was like, I want to give a shout out to my new best friends calling all or whatever the fuck we were called, Echoes of an Era, some shit. And the vocalist leans into Mike. He's like, I swear this guy makes a new best friend every fucking night. And I'm like, that's going to be me. That's my move.
us.
Yeah,
Hell
dude.
yeah.
That's
Every
the
band we
energy.
tour with and shit. Yeah.
That's the energy, man. That's why, like,
Fuck
when me and
yeah.
him, we started just by literally calling each other. But yo, did you hear the new Sleeping with Sirens record? Yo, did you hear H2O put out some single? Like, we literally would just call each other, and then obviously we are super big into like the mental health aspect, going through it ourselves and knowing people are out there struggling, thinking they're alone. And we were like, you know what, dude? Let's just like, and podcasts are blowing up, and we're like, dude, me and you have good energy. Let's go. Like, and Batch has got like this like sly humor. It's just dry, fucking awesome humor. And I'm kind of a ranter. So it was like, oh, this is perfect. Let's fucking go, bud.
Yep.
I have never heard somebody say that and not be Canadian. Let's fucking go, bud.
But it's just
Well,
'cause
yeah, it's the hockey players.
hockey.
isn't it?
Yep,
We play
yep.
hockey.
Oh, I get it.
That's one episode I was telling Batch because I was like, bro, if we ever got into a chirping battle, Batch would take the cake for sure. This kid fucking doesn't shut up, and I love it.
See, I'm the exact opposite. I'm coming to the battle of wits, but I'm completely unarmed, and I'm gonna laugh my ass off the entire time.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Well, fucking gonna ask you a few questions here.
Hell
Does that sound good?
go.
Let's
Let's
fucking
do
get
it.
into it. Batch, you want to ask some first there, dude?
Yeah. So, how did you guys like become a band? Like, obviously, you just said you, Luke, and Connor were obviously tight for a while. And then how did this current lineup happen? Like with Luke coming off the drums and Luke singing.
This is okay. Fucking buckle up, boys. We got a story on our
Oh,
hands.
fucking rights. Let's go.
When I was, we're gonna like 11 years in the past. I'm still in high school. I was in kind of like a career and life management. Like it's called COM. It's like the basic learning of like, here's how you buy groceries kind of class. I learned how to do my taxes and shit, and I'm pretty sure I slept through half of it. But there was a dude in that class that was a year ahead of me that like came in with like a foot high mohawk, leather jacket, like just tough as hell. And I'm like,
Mhm.
I'm gonna be that guy's friend. A few years later, we're at a party together, and he winds up like coming up to or bragging to some girl. He's like, "Yeah, I've got a band. Like we're writing music. It's gonna be great." And this is right around when the tsunami in Japan happened and shit went fucking chaos over there.
Yep.
And I know that really clears up the timeline because it's not like that's a
Oh, it does.
lifetime thing, but it was a big deal at the time. And she was putting together a benefit show, and he's like, "Let my band play," and she said, "Yeah." And then he's like walking around the whole party, like, "Yo, do you play an instrument? I
Oh,
need to
shit.
start a band." Like he was just trying to impress this girl. And my dumb ass was like, "Yeah, dude, I play bass. Didn't own a bass. Didn't know how to play bass. I was just like, I want to impress this guy. Yeah, I play bass because it's the only thing he was left looking for." I woke up the next morning, like, I'm not sure if I was still drunk or incredibly hungover at like 17 years old. And I looked at the dude whose house we were at, and this is the only guy I knew that had a bass guitar. I'm like, "Can I borrow that?" He's like, "For $50, you can buy it, and I'll give you an amp." Like,
Whoa.
done.
Sick.
Like,
Yeah,
just
dude.
threw the cash at him, took the stuff, and I had to go to a practice right away. So I have never played it. I have no idea like what tuning it is. I don't know how to tune a bass. But I'd kind of played guitar for a little bit, so I knew like, okay, open 3, 5. Like I'm just gonna play the root note instead of a power chord, and that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Fortunately, that did make sense. And so there was that band, and the original lineup we had of that was myself, our old vocalist Devin, a guitarist named Jewel, and our drummer named Ethan. Ethan wanted to play like Meshuggah and not pop punk, so he jumped ship. And Jewel was just like, he liked Dimebag Darrell, and that was it. Like,
Oh, that was all there
Shit,
was.
Really? Okay.
but we were sitting and writing songs about like breakups and girlfriends, and so those dudes like jump ship. We found Luke, who had actually like initially wanted to play guitar, and then we got to his house, and he had like a drum set up with double kicks
Oh
that he had
shit.
spray painted himself. So like it was the most punk looking shit. We're like, okay, this guy gets it. And Connor lived down the road from him. So Connor hears us jamming and like just skateboards over with the guitar, and he's like, can I play? And so
Oh, that's awesome.
That's
we
the
got
most
both of
pop
them.
punk shit I've ever heard. I was
That's
just
so
on my
sick.
skateboard and I heard some music and I was like, let me get in there.
Yeah. They were already best friends, but it was just like it worked out really well. And so it was the four of us for a while. And then I got kicked out of that band because I was not good, showboated too much, and didn't care about the music.
Oh.
Which I've sure.
Yeah.
Like we always made the joke, even in Captains, like when it was the original lineup of us, so it was me, well, not original, but the one we kind of did a lot with, me, Mike, Luke, and Brad. We had all played bass in separate projects, and everybody else kept doing something else. So it's like, I'm either the best bass player or the worst musician.
Yeah.
To like be the only one still doing it. And so we kind of like all got together. I got kicked out of that, put an ad up on like Craigslist for a while.
Mhm.
And actually I moved to England. Like I got out of the country.
shit.
I
wow.
needed to get out of here. And then I kind of met some people over there like, no, like fuck that. Go home and like prove everybody wrong. So I was like, okay. So 19-year-old Nick moved back home, went to university and got a degree in graphic design while trying to start a band. And while I was in England, our old vocalist Mike was in Australia. So like could not have been on opposite sides of the planet if we tried. But him and Brad were talking, and Mike was like writing riffs on an acoustic guitar, like, yo, what if we did something like this? And they're like, yeah, we'll write that song when you get home. And we wound up both coming home at the same time. Found each other online. I joined up with Mike. We played a few songs, and then he took me to meet Brad, and the three of us did some songs. And then we've had our first drummer, David, who I think lasted like 2 months, and it would have been a lot shorter than that, but he was the guy who had a jam space.
Oh, gotcha.
But like he couldn't afford skins or sticks. He didn't drive, and like just no ambition to do anything. But it gave us a place where the three of us could play.
Right.
We had a drummer named John who was in a Blink-182 cover band with Brad.
Yeah.
Oh,
They were called Dude Ranch, which was fucking great.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So we had John for a little bit, but it was the same kind of thing. Like he was his technical prowess was incredible. His ability to play simple and like with other people was a struggle. He didn't play well with others.
Oh, okay. That's not good.
But we'd already played a few shows, and Luke had come to those shows to kind of be like, oh, I heard Nick's in a new band. Like, let's see kind of how things go. There was never really any animosity between me, Luke, and Connor when I got kicked out. Like, I knew they were just along for the ride. They didn't want to say anything and get themselves pushed out anyway.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, Luke came out to the show, and he's like, dude, that was great, but that song would be awesome if it was 10 beats faster. You got to let me play it. And we were already kind of like, well, I mean, we don't like the other guy that much. Let's try it. Let's see what happens.
Fuck it.
We did that, and we were kind of like lining up some shows and like getting some more stuff. And at the time, Mike was playing guitar and singing. And if you've seen like photos of us live, I'm bouncing off the fucking walls, and there's nobody that can like match my energy when Mike's tied down, Brad's tied down. They both have guitars and mics in front of them.
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, let's kind of move this around. So we brought Connor in. So Mike and I were jumping around. Brad would kind of like lay off because Connor could sing, and it was just a good balance between us all. And so Connor came on like a few tours with us, and we're like, yo, do you just want to be in the fucking band?
Oh shit.
Like you're already in the band,
Yeah,
but like,
right.
do you want to be?
You want to officially be in the band?
Yeah. And he was like all for it. Like I think we were in Ontario when we asked him. Like it was when I think it might have been the day that we heard we were playing Warped Tour. So we're like, yo, do you just are you just we're doing this pretty well? Like, are you just in? And speaking of coming in,
Oh, that was perfect timing.
Oh, nice.
yeah,
Here he is.
this is where things are gonna start picking up.
What up, dude?
What up, buddy?
Hey, Nick.
Hey,
Oh man, that means he loves you.
Whoa.
That means he loves you.
dude,
I texted you so long ago. I was like, what happened?
when did you text me?
I texted you what happened, and you I didn't get anything.
Oh no, I put my phone on silent to do an interview. You need to fix your nails, bud.
Hey, you too, buddy.
Yeah, definitely. So if you can't tell, we actually get along incredibly well.
Oh yeah.
Luke is one of the only people willing to call me on my shit, and like there'll be fucking like real good fights between us, and then like 5 minutes later we're sending each other memes and TikToks and shit like this.
Dude,
That's awesome.
That's beautiful.
It's brothers.
Brothers. But yeah, so we wound up doing all that, and Mike was we finished that tour, and we were planning to do the UK tour with Chief State, and Mike kind of was like, no, I'm done. Like, I don't want to do this anymore. Stepped away. We knew that we were going to have like 6 months, give or take. Like, we were going to do the Chief State tour, and it was going to be done. And then we got offered a show, and we're like, okay, we'll do one more.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was kind of this little bit, and it was, Mike wants to do one last show. And so it wound up being, what was it, Cedar Green, Silverstein, and Seaway on tour, and we played that show. We opened to that show as Mike's last show. Kind of said goodbye, and then we were like, okay, well, we're gonna keep grinding, doing new music, and we went in to do the EP, and Luke had already kind of tracked some drums for it. And one of our producers, Ty, his band, the Red Threat, was like the reason I got into doing music and like playing local shows. And then his band Narelle is just like one of the best bands I think any of us have ever seen live. Like, phenomenal musicians. Ty's vocal range is incredible. And he was coming in like helping work on parts. And he did a bit, and we're like, none of us are ever going to be able to sing that. And he's like, no, Luke's got it. Luke, go do it. And I think you did the first take of Chasing Ghosts, and we're just like, that's the right sound. It's a move. We're in.
Yeah, and then I remember I was like down bad so hard because like I was just so new to singing, and like it was really tough. But the fellas, they like sent me some memes, and it was on my way.
Yeah, that's all it takes for Luke. Just send him some memes, and he's happy.
He's good. Yeah. Hell yeah.
We was good. No, it's like very very weird transition.
But it also like it worked really well. Like, I think we were at the right time for everything. Like, just kind of like the way the pandemic hit. Like, we didn't have any plans that we were like holding off on really. We knew like we had to get a recording done and start working towards some other shit, but like we weren't in a rush to play a show or replace somebody for a tour. Like, it gave us some breathing room to get settled in. And I think, once we figured out Luke was going to sing, the idea was like, well, we need a drummer. And there was no question from any of us. Like, Tim was going to be the guy we go to and ask first.
That's sick.
Yeah. And it wound up, he did the Youth Fountain tour with us. So it was Youth Fountain's first show, was our second day of tour. And we did like 7 shows with him. And the end, dude, those shows were fucking wild.
Oh, I believe it. I fucking believe. Holy fuck. That must have been dope.
But we wrapped up that tour. We played Edmonton was the second last date. So it was a hometown show. It was Luke's first show singing at home with us. It was the last day this venue was open. So it was just like booze was dirt cheap. Everybody was like feeling really good. The room was like overcapped. We're just having a really good time. And we all finished the set, and like we did our hug at the end on stage. And Tim's like, boys, I think I'm in. I want to do this. It took one show in Edmonton. He's like, that's the move. Like, there's something here. And then, we finished. Like, he tracked the drums for the EP right after that. Right, Luke?
Yeah, see, because the way we recorded the EP was in 2 sessions. I don't know if anybody can tell the difference, but we split it up like that. So the first song on the EP is Chasing Ghosts. We had a demo for that song, but we didn't have anything full force. So once Tim made the commitment and like joined the group, we had him record drums for the last 3 for the EP, because I had already done drums for Disconnected and Nothing Grows Here, so we could send it out to with our manager at the time, so we could send it out to labels for showcases.
Oh, shit. So those ones were already like done before.
So those ones were already like a finished track, and they were good to go, just so we had something to present and had something in our pockets, right? But once we got like confirmation and we had some like funding behind us, it was kind of like a really a for sure thing that it kind of lined up really, really nicely that Tim like fully committed right when we were about to start a new session after the tour, right? So it was just kind of like no questions asked. Like we got in our jam space with our producer and like our songwriter, like our co-writer, right? Our Ty Ozzy, we were just talking about. and we came up with the Out of My Head and Chasing Ghosts. And then I remember like 2 weeks before the actual studio time, I whipped up Fool's Gold out of nowhere. I was down bad. I was going through some shit. So I whipped it up quick. But Tim just came in and nailed those 3 songs in a day. He just like came in, slapped them out, just like freaking nailed it, like turned some parts into his own. And so that's why the track listing, like for the drums, it goes Tim, me, Tim, me, Tim.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So that's how we split up the sessions so that it's like, it's not a drastic difference. And now that you know that information, you can tell because
That's fucking crazy.
disconnected
Oh,
and
wow.
Nothing Grows Here are a bit more simple in terms of the drums. Like I'm a good drummer, but I'm just there to hold it down. I'm not really there to like shine bright. So,
Right.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't realize you'd done that with the drum tracks.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. That's what we had to do. Just like because the session sounded so differently, like we can make them all sound somewhat the same with mastering, but because it was mixed differently and there were different sessions entirely, it's gonna be a different track. So that's why it just kind of changes from time to time.
No shit.
Yeah,
I would have never have known that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a little
me
bit. That's
either.
a little something for the audio files out there.
We all learning things today. This is great.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
kind of like Luke was saying. We did that Youth Fountain tour, and the tour bus we used to tour in a handicap bus, and it blew up on our way home.
What?
Like, yeah,
Holy shit.
yeah, it's a wild story. We bought it from like it's an old retired city of Edmonton, like handicap bus, so it had the wheelchair lift and everything in there. And so we used to use that to load our gear, and we had built bunks on top of it. But we're driving home from Calgary at the end of that tour. We'd said goodbye to Youth Fountain. We're home, and we knew we had a showcase booked in Chicago with a label, and our bus blew up, and we kind of like all took that as like, yo, this is a sign. Like, we're not supposed to do this showcase.
Oh, shit.
And so we like called and canceled it. And like, I think a week later, they're like, oh, hey, Equal Vision wants to do a showcase too, because they heard you had another showcase booked. We're like, okay, well, like they're out of Albany. Like, I guess we can take 2 vehicles and like go and drive and do that. And they're like, no, they're willing to meet you somewhere else. We're like, okay, where? They're like, how about Spokane, Washington?
What?
Whoa.
Okay, like
Holy shit.
just because it's one of like the closest American cities to us, so they didn't want us to be going far. Dan happened to be flying out to like Portland or Seattle or something, so it wasn't like too far for him either.
But
Tim
to this day, he says that is the only time he's ever stepped foot in Spokane, Washington.
No shit.
Oh my god.
But yeah, so we like hauled ass down there. Tim had just committed to the band, and like the game plan was we were gonna play the EP. Like we worked and got the 5 songs ready to go. We had a cover by Pink that we played pretty well that we're like, fuck it, we'll throw that in there too. But we sat down and we played these songs for him, and like I think we played 1. We might have been disconnected. We played first.
We played 2.
Yeah.
We played 2, and he was like, "Wow, thanks." So it was like, "This is awesome," and we were like, "We got more," and he's like, "Sure, go ahead." And then we ended up playing like 5 more songs. I'm getting hoarse by the end of this, like, oh.
Well, we went and did that, and then he's like, "Hey, let's go for dinner. Let's have a talk." And so he takes us to some vegan like pizza restaurant because Dan's vegan straight edge, which
okay.
the dude who runs like a record label with bands on it going vegan straight. It's a weird, like, it makes sense when you meet the dude, but just like the idea you have in your head of somebody in the industry, you're like, no. But yeah, no, took us out for dinner, and like I didn't know he was straight edge, and I ordered like 2 beers right when we sat down, and it was. It was funny because it's like me sitting across from him, Brad and Tim, Luke and Connor at this 6-person table, and we're just like sitting and chatting. Actually, this is the notebook I took down. I think like the first pages of it are like questions for EVR. Kind of like we reversed the interview. Like they were asking us, and he's like, "Do you have any questions for me?" And I like, yes. And we start like going on, like talking to him, and he's like, "Okay, so you guys like clearly did your own research and prepared for this." And so we're all just like, "Yeah, like let's do it." So we sat and we chatted a bit about it, and by the end of it, like when we started the conversation, it was, if we sign you guys, if we do this, if we do that, and it all quickly became, okay, when we sign you guys, when we start putting out music, and we just like the best vibes by the end of the day, and we like it was a really good feeling, and then we got home and got to track the record.
That's
Yeah.
sick.
And me and homie both wear Supreme.
Yeah, I see that in everything you
Yeah,
do.
hell
It's
yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he pulled up. Yeah, I remember he pulled up with this with an S cap, and I was like, "My man,
My man.
you got the drip. You got the drip. You know what's up?"
He had that Supreme backpack on too.
Yeah, man, full force.
Yeah.
Let's go.
It's fucking sick.
Oh, hell yeah.
And then we've been riding this high together for a while.
Yeah.
Because I think between when we signed and when we actually like got to go out and do shows was like a year.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
like,
Wow. Okay.
There was a lot of like negotiations back and forth because Tim does session work for drums. And so we had to write that into the contract being like, Tim is still allowed to play music outside of Captain's. Because they wanted
really?
100,
Okay.
they wanted 100% exclusivity on like everything we did. We had to run by them. And it was like, yo, like, this is what Tim does for work is he's a music teacher and a session musician. Like he can't not do that. We can't ask him to quit his job to sign the contract. They're like, oh no, deal. So they wrote in the exemption for that. And I remember the day we got the contract, Brad and I were in Las Vegas for Warped Tour, and just like we got the email, and I think we started losing our minds. Like we had already gone crazy from heat stroke, but we were just like, "Yo," we went to the EVR tent, and we're talking to the rep that was there, and it's just a good feeling all around.
Absolutely. Fuck yeah. You got anything for him, Steve? You want to ask a question?
Yeah, my main question that I was excited to ask was for everybody. Where does your mind go when you're in front of the audience and on stage?
Man, you not believe some of the shit I think. Oh man,
Luke, where did your mind just go now?
Right?
Yeah. Oh, okay. I remember. Okay, I remember we were playing the Offspring, and then the Offspring show, and we were opening, and then all of the rain started to come down. And I remember I walked out, and then I was like looking out, and then I was like, it's like this is kind of like that Now You See Me movie, where it's just like it's all raining, and it's like in a moment time like slows down, right?
Okay.
And to me, it just looked like the rain was like standing still, and I was like, whoa, man. But I was thinking, so I had to let that thought go. But yeah, man, my mind wanders on stage.
That's
Definitely wanders.
It's a dangerous thing because it's much too small to be outside by itself.
Yeah, you know, it's like, yeah, sometimes it's like, you know, these songs, like some of these song lyrics are definitely personal. So like, sometimes I get to like relive those moments. Sometimes I'm good about it. Sometimes I'm down bad about it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
So like it's, yeah. Sometimes I end up giving it a bit more some days.
Sometimes Luke cries on stage.
Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah.
Hey, as a fan, that's honestly, as a fan, when I go and see an artist perform, that honestly, when I see that happen, it gets me the most excited. Not trying to tell people to fucking cry and get emotional, but like when I saw one of my favorite bands is the Ghosts Inside, and I got to see them live. And when I saw them live, I mean, I got to be front row singing with these dudes, and I fucking forget the song, and it's gonna bite me in the ass, but he started crying his eyes out. He had to leave the stage and come back, and it was just like everyone else started getting choked up, and it was like this beautiful moment of just like understanding how important this song and the lyrics and the music behind, because it's all intertwined, and the fans being there. It's like I couldn't even imagine like all that processing while on stage trying to do something that's like so important to like him as like a person. And it was just like you're saying, like sometimes you cry, sometimes you don't. So as a fan, seeing that just made that music even more like personal on that level.
Word, dude.
I remember, what was it, Lewiston, Idaho, the first day of the tour. Our EP had been out for a week.
Yeah, man, like a week, and there's people singing songs that like weren't single. And
that's crazy.
Like, yeah, like not they. Fuck me up, man.
Yeah, it's been time. I kind of go with a very different way of Luke, because I almost like dissociate, and it becomes like a very out of body experience for me. It's like I'm only watching myself.
Okay.
More just because I'm like, we joked about it before, but I am the worst musician in Calling All Captains. I'm hyper focused on my own performance to make sure I'm playing my parts and I'm not looking like an idiot on stage. Or I go back to actually thinking about being like 17, 18, playing like our old songs in Luke's garage.
And then it's like fun times.
Yeah.
Dude, okay, and that's the thing too, is that like there's also like a very interesting vibe that sometimes we get in, where it's just like right before we go on stage, we're all a bit like under something. Except Tim now. Tim's sober. He's past 100 days, eh?
Yep.
Good for him.
Oh,
Fuck
congratulations,
yeah. That's
man.
dope.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, man, good for him. But yeah, fucking, we would all just thinking, and we were just like, you know what, boys, tonight's for us. Like, we're gonna have fun.
I like that.
You know,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
and
That's
like,
dope.
we don't care if we fuck up. Tim takes out the click track. You know what I mean? Like, we're just playing to play. It's
Well,
like
half the time Tim takes his click track out because the motherfucker's so sweaty his earplugs stop working.
Oh yeah, or I start singing in the wrong part, and then it ever fucks everybody up.
Fucking awesome.
I love it.
But no, yeah, like there's definitely those shows that we play where it's, you know, we're not, and this is almost every one of the shows we do, and being musicians, we're not doing anything for anybody else. We're doing it and we're playing the songs that we like. There's obviously like, you know, the input that comes like, hey, if this song is fucking awful live and nobody gets into it, we don't want to put anybody in a bad mood, but we want everybody to feel good. But like, you know, we're still out there playing the songs that we wrote for ourselves. We're still doing the shit with our friends. Like, how long have you and Connor been going, Luke? What did we say, 12 years? 13 years?
We became friends in 2009, so
12 years.
oof.
Oof. So like we just get to do this shit together. Brad and I have been friends for over 7 now. So like
Yeah.
we're
That's
just
so dope.
living the memories together. And man, when we did our anniversary Twitch talk a little while ago. It's up on YouTube. But like we're just telling the stories and like laughing about all this shit. And like it's crazy to think what we started at and where we're doing shit now. And it's still like the same mentality. We're all still working towards the same goal.
That's awesome.
Oh,
Yeah, man.
That's
Like,
dope.
sometimes I have to like kind of check myself before I like wreck myself a little bit, because like there's some things
No pun intended.
yeah, no, like for real, because like oh, I can't think of any examples right now, but you know, you just got to take yourself a bit more seriously, like
Yeah.
as a signed artist, as opposed to like being a local artist.
Yeah, how was that transition? Like, I know you're like saying that, but like now that you say it, I want to ask that question. Like, how was that transition for you guys when you had to jump from one thing to another extreme with those like kind of like, you know, legal things behind it or twists?
The transition was really cool in a communal sense, because everybody in Edmonton who, you know, would come to a show every now and again, who like liked us as boys, you know, but
Yeah.
not really as musicians, they kind of started to take a second look and become fans as well of the music instead of just like friends of us. And it kind of gave the project a bit more validity. Like now when like before it was, you know, one of my aunties would be like, oh, what are you doing? It's like, oh, I play in a band. We have a show next month, you know, like we're very excited about it. And now it's like that same auntie be like very excited. She'll ask me, it's like, yo, like how's the band? She's very excited. She's like, when's the record coming out? You know, like it's,
Oh yeah.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
yeah. No, I think getting signed, it's such a cool experience because it allows everybody to believe in you a bit more.
Yeah.
which it feels good, you know, like doing this stuff as a DIY artist for a long time is not only draining financially, it's draining like emotionally, because you know there's lots of barriers that you have to like come by, and you know things you have to sacrifice, like, you know, like I've lost lots of relationships because of the band, you know, like who knows where I'd be if I didn't commit my full heart into this, right? And it's the way she goes.
Yeah, fucking way she goes.
The way she goes.
Yeah, man. So like I remember, like I know all the day ones that, you know, have been coming to shows in Edmonton, and I see like new face, like when we were playing shows, right? It's like I see new faces every time. The crowds get, you know, like a little bit bigger every time, right? And I remember our first show back as a signed artist. It was so fucking dope, man.
You talking the rarity one?
Yeah, man. It was like crazy. It's just like we had all of the homies that came out throughout our 5 years as a DIY artist in Edmonton, like coming out for that first hurrah. Like, you know, like we were all fucking here, you know? And
kind of like
and
we made it.
And it also kind of flips it on his head too, because there's also the people that weren't at any shows.
Mm.
You know, like let's say there's people that say they were there from day one, you know, like, and maybe they weren't, you know, like people that are sending me more of their, you know, that's the thing too, is that like people take like me a bit more seriously too, because like I'm a signed artist, so which is really nice. So
Oh yeah.
like I get lots of more people like messaging me with their music, and they're like, yo man, can you check this out? Like give me an honest opinion. I'm like, it's like, man, like I love music so much, right? And like if I can collaborate and help people write stuff, like that's cool. But then let me sprinkle it back to my other point, where that's something that, you know, like I gotta watch out for, because like I am a signed artist, you know, like my songwriting is for Calling All Captains, you know, it's like it's for personal endeavors,
True,
like
true.
this and that. So there's lots of things that that are just super dope, you know, like I'll say it again and again, the transition was like a bit rocky, but it was also super smooth, man. It's like, yeah, it's crazy.
That's awesome. That's it.
Yeah, man.
It sounds beautiful in the way that it, like you said, how it started, almost like basement shows with your day ones. You know how your aunt, you know, the answer to your question now being signed is this like, you know, huge thing, and it's a huge inspiration for you. And it's not just like, hey, I work at, you know, I don't know, like the grocery store and I got a position as a manager. Like you're doing something that you've been saying you wanted to do since you were kids. And I feel like anybody who's played music and anybody who like has been in a band, or anybody who just loves music like that, doing that, getting the ultimate, like getting signed, playing in front of people, your hometown, stadiums, all that stuff. That's gotta be such a great feeling. And I mean,
You know,
yeah.
the best analogy that I could give it is that, you know, like all of those years doing it DIY, this and that, those were years in college with, you know, air quotations, you know, that's like,
you're learning.
yeah, we finally got a job in our field,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, you went to school for 5 years and now you get to tell people you're a teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell
That's
yeah.
dope. That's cool.
It's the exact same feeling, you know.
That's
like,
awesome.
Yeah.
We're just like slowly working towards a doctorate and our masters, and then we're gonna be
Yeah,
fucking
man.
teaching this shit. Like,
Man,
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck yeah, boys. Fuck yeah.
They're on your way.
we're an
Hell
amazing,
yeah.
like we've got our mantras and shit, and it's always been like thoughts become things, but we're all a band that's like constantly learning and like adapting. Like we were talking about doing the Twitch and the espresso time stuff. Like, you know, we got put in a situation where we couldn't do what we've been working towards for so long, and so we're like, okay, we have to learn another skill to make this viable and be able to do more with it. And you know, it's just that it's the career that we're in, and you know, fortunately, outside of this, all of us work like pretty solid 9-to-5s that are supportive of everything. So like, we do have the option to be here doing this and going out and playing. But you know, end of the day, none of us want to be waking up at 7 a.m. to go do something.
Fuck no.
Nope.
Except for maybe like climb into a van and fall back asleep and have somebody else drive.
Connor would want to do that.
Yeah, Dawkins is one of a kind.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, he's got the thickest accent I've ever heard. Like ever. When you guys called us out on espresso time and I sent it over to Batchy Boy, he was like,
man.
"Holy fuck, they're Canadian, huh?" And I was like, "Dude, it just threw me off because his is so deep."
Yeah,
Dawkins,
It's like Batch and me. Batch's is deeper than mine completely.
Docs is Canadian as fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
We used to always ask people, like when we stayed with them on tour, it's like, hey, who sounds the most Canadian and who sounds the most American? And Dawkins, like 10 times out of 10, was the most Canadian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I usually get second or third.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
I'm sitting fifth.
Yeah, definitely sitting fifth.
That's crazy. Batch,
I
you got
I
another
want-
question?
I wanted to call Luca for something real
Oh, do
quick.
it, do it.
Oh shit, here we
So
go.
let's go.
Come
Let's go.
Come on.
Why didn't you post that video on the band Twitch instead of your own?
What Twitch?
Not Twitch, TikTok. The other T one.
You're not gonna believe it.
You forgot?
No, man. Like, because I'm signed into my personal and the band, and then I opened TikTok. I was like, "Fuck yeah, this is such a good idea." That I filmed it, and I was like,
And you weren't
I was like, no,
So-
I'm on my personal account. And then
to clarify this, what you guys have, what we're talking about, is there? It's up on our Instagram right now too.
Is it the Timmy Hortons thing?
Yeah, it's Connor showing how to properly drink Tim
He
Hortons.
dumps it down the drain. Yeah.
yeah, because
Yeah.
Tim Hortons is ass.
The most Canadian sounding one of us, but he hates Timmy's. Well, none of us like Timmy's, but like
No, it's not good. Timmy's was like.
he also
never
doesn't
even-
like Starbucks either. So like,
Starbucks is. I hate
no,
Starbucks.
that's
I'm
a
sorry.
principles thing. He enjoys the coffee every time I sneakily give it to him.
true.
Yeah. Okay.
He
Okay.
just doesn't like the capitalism idea.
Okay.
Yeah,
Understandably so.
I'm with it. I hate Starbucks for that reason too.
Yep.
But I
Yep.
like the coffee.
Well, I'm a Dunks dude. Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh, yeah, you gotta
we don't
be.
got donkeys up here, man.
Dude, the fact you even said donkeys makes me happy because
Hell yeah.
no one calls like only people down here I feel like call it donkeys, but
Dude, I'll do Dutchies. I'll do Dutchies when we're around, but I think we all try to find like a cafe or like a local coffee shop when we're on the road.
Yeah, man. Each state's got some like different beans. You know what I
Well,
mean?
fuck, dude, do you remember that joint in Iowa?
Yeah, man.
That is like my favorite.
I had a few joints in Iowa.
Hey. No, there's a coffee shop in Iowa that is like, it is my be all end all coffee shop. Like if I could just go there daily, I would be happy, but I have zero reason to live in Davenport, Iowa.
yeah, dude, that
Oh,
was like
shit.
I traveled, I got in my van when I was like not my van, what the fuck? I got in my little Subaru Outback. Me and my two cousins, we quit our job. We're like, fuck it, we're just gonna travel the US and just sleep in our car. So for
Dude.
like 2 months, we just literally fucking slept in our car, met random ass people in a river. She bought us lunch. We slept at her house. We just did random ass shit. We slept in Walmarts, how they keep like they keep already made sheds. So we just slept in those. And it was just the craziest time of my life. But we found one Dunkin' Donuts, going back to what we were talking about coffee. One Dunkin' Donuts in like New Mexico. And it was like the only one. And they had unlimited coffee for that day. And we just
No
sat there for
way.
like 4 hours and we got so crazy. Like energy, probably like 800 milligrams of caffeine just sitting
Oh
there.
yeah.
Oh yeah, man. That's a one-way ticket to Palpitation Town. You call it Palpitown.
Dude, isn't that the fucking emperor from Star Wars?
Yeah,
Palpatine.
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 That's
Yo.
fucking great.
Palpatine gets a wife. What do you call that? The Palpa Queen.
Okay, we've only been in this for like 50 minutes, Luke.
I fucking love it.
This is good.
This is
Good.
sick.
It's good.
Fuck yeah, boys.
Fucking Batch, you got a question or anything?
Yeah, who were you guys' like probably we'll say top 3 influences?
Are we gonna do it for Nothing Gross here, or for the new record,
Or just musically in general.
or just music?
Just musically.
Yeah, let's
just
keep it
just in general
simple.
musically.
Okay. You going? Or am I going?
Okay, let's go 1-to-1. Go with number 3 first.
Okay. Number 3, I'm gonna have to give that shit to. Okay. What are my top 2 then? Okay, you know what? I'll give this one. I'll give this one to Juice WRLD.
Oh,
wow,
shit.
okay.
Oh wow,
Hang
okay.
on. Well, before anyone goes anywhere, because you said that, one of my questions later on was to ask, would you ever do a hip hop collaboration? Because I was just curious.
Look at his smile. He's so look at him.
Because the music you guys make, I was listening, and with Luke's voice, I was like driving
Look at him.
home.
Oh, here we go.
He's
Now,
trying
yo,
to catch them all,
yo,
boys.
I was driving home and I started rapping to one of the songs, but doing like that new school Juice WRLD Trippie Red stuff. And I was like, yo, that would be sick. I wonder if the boys would ever do that. So what's the answer? Would it ever happen?
Man, you know what?
Who's saying that it didn't already?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nick, don't
You
play.
heard it here first.
Yeah, right? Put
Okay,
the
so-
alarm
Steve,
in
print the
silent.
headline.
All right. So we got a song on the new record. It's track number 9.
What?
I'm not gonna tell the name of it,
Okay.
but the way that I wrote it, it's like I remember I was listening to a Juice WRLD song, and I named it after one of Juice WRLD songs, and I put it as track number 9 because 999.
Yeah. Yep.
You know,
Gotcha.
like I can't explain to you guys how many times I listened to Goodbye and Good Riddance on repeat for our first American tour. Like Death Race for Love dropped while I was on tour, and it was like such a crazy time. The boys got so sick of listening to Empty. It's like, you know, like I was like,
And confirm.
yeah,
Can
it's
confirm.
like, you know what, man, like, but it's so that song has a big hip hop influence, and like it's
Fuck
got
yeah.
it's got a new edge to it because we rewrote some parts, but the first like half of the song is like, man, I feel like I'm spitting a little bit, like, you know, like, of course, like I was talking to my homeboy about this, but you know, like punk music is kind of, it's stuck in a way that punk music was always meant to be fast, right?
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
even if you're doing that like kind of faster, trippy red, like Juice WRLD type of vibe over some punk instrumentals, it's gonna sound punk.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Kind of,
Fuck
yeah. But there's lots of new artists that are blending the hip hop and punk route so well.
Mm-hmm.
There's like this whole, I think they even got like a Spotify playlist now called New Punk or something like that. It's like, yeah, it's like the new generation of punk type shit. Like you know, like it's so dope. Like I don't know, maybe like one or two in the future, but I don't know. I really like being a band that we could just walk on stage with like old classic instruments and just
Hell
rock,
yeah.
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, I
Definitely.
like that.
I love that rock and roll shit, man. Like I grew up listening to like lots of rock bands and shit like that, right? Like, you know. So yeah, for my third one, it's Juice WRLD.
I'm not
Nice.
gonna lie. I thought you were talking about track 11, not track 9, and so I've been confused the entire time.
Oh yeah, no,
Like I know exactly what you're talking about,
Yeah.
but my head went a completely different way with things.
He's like, that's
I
the
don't-
most pop punk song we have. How is there in that 8 bars of rap?
Do you guys listen to a lot of emo trap at all?
Not really.
Not particularly.
I don't either.
Why? Where
Yeah,
were you
don't
going
worry
with
about
this?
it. I'm the only one in the band that does.
Okay.
But that one, we have a song credit that goes out to Splash Gang. He's a producer. He's produced for artists like Garden and lots of other ones. He's got a song for Audacity too, I'm pretty sure. There's like, yeah, but I remember I was like just writing songs just like for my own shit, just like, you know, I write songs for myself for fun. And that song, I remember me and Connor were jamming it, and we just like turned it into a full band song. So like this album's got like lots of, and I started to get lots more comfortable as a vocalist. So that's like, for my third, like most influential, it's got to be Juice WRLD, because like that's singing lots of his songs, understanding melodies, how you can just change flows to change vibes.
Yeah.
It's all dope, man. That's why.
Nice.
What about you, Nick? What's your number 3?
Man, it's a toss up because it's, you know, there's the shit that I listen to, the shit that I play, and then the shit that I perform like. So I'm just I'm gonna give you like a one of all three of them.
Hell yeah.
My number 3 is gonna be kind of more like a performance kind of deal, but 4-letter lie.
Okay.
Like I'm going old school Kevin Scaff here, but there's they've done a bunch of these videos, and you can go back and watch live videos and shit too, but just how they act on stage, where, you know, nothing's too serious, they're bouncing around, they're having fun with it no matter what the song is. And I do a flip with my bass usually once, maybe twice a show, but I learned it from a 4-letter lie video like 12 years ago.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And like I'm on YouTube at the video at like 0.25 speed to watch how his like body has to move to make the flip happen.
Oh, so you really broke it down.
Yeah, no, dude,
Oh,
I don't do anything half-assed. Like I've got whiteboards in my bedroom. I've got notebooks everywhere. Like if I'm working on anything, I'm like writing it down and deconstructing it and figuring it out.
That's
and so like even fucking 18-year-old Nick's like, I'm going to learn how to do that, and like frame by frame the body movement, and then like would try it and had to figure out how long my strap had to be to make it happen. And so yeah, I'll give my performance one to 4-letter lie.
All right.
Sweet.
For while Luke's pouring his water, for like my second, or like my kind of at how we play and like the music we play and everything like that, I'm gonna go ahead and say State Champs.
Oh,
Like, dude,
that's a great one.
I love State Champs. I love pop punk. Like I'm still
yeah.
that kind of kid, although I will definitely throw some beat down on at some point.
That's sick.
It's one of my favorite bands. We were supposed to open for them in Edmonton at one point, and then the last second the show's like curfew got pushed an hour, and so we got
No.
like
Oh, that
Dude.
blows.
But we were just like, we were all going to the show anyway. And this is actually, it was a weird time because it was, Mike was already out of the band. Luke hadn't stepped up to sing yet. And so we were literally like 2 weeks out, like, Tim, could we get somebody to drum for this set? Then it got canceled. So it was kind of
all that work.
one of those moments of just like, okay, we don't have to stress about this. We can go and enjoy the show.
Yeah. Dude, the lead singer of State Champs, his range of voice is absolute. I don't know what the song is. It's one of the hits. I think it's like, I saw it on YouTube where they're like sitting on a staircase. It starts like that. I don't remember the name of the song. But anyways, the beginning of the song, his like, I don't know how he like does like the voice change. It's absolutely incredible.
That whole band, they're just phenomenal musicians.
Yeah,
and again, they're a bunch of Twitch streamers, so I watch them when they're out there too, doing their stuff. So
that's sick.
Luke, you're number 2?
And number 2, I had a realization the other day. I was listening to our new album, and I was like, you know what? I never realized this, but like lots of my like big chorus ideas was, it's all time low, baby.
Shit!
Oh wow!
Like that classic all time low, like, you know, like I mean, not lyrically, but melodically.
Okay.
Yeah,
like,
I hear you.
Because
Like Dear Maria.
Yeah, like that, like just really, you know, easy to sing.
Yep.
You can understand it, right? Like after the first chorus, you know what's up. You know, you can sing it the next 2 times you hear it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, all time low, baby.
What was that? Track 5 or track 7? That's the all time low song.
Oh man, you know what? I was thinking too. It's like track 1 as well.
Definitely.
Yeah.
We're gonna have our own language by the end of this. Just
I was like, what's going on?
Luke, give me your number 1 in there too.
I'm ready. Let's go.
My number 1 influence?
Yes.
Oh man.
You need a moment?
Well, it's like, I guess like the band, you know what, this one, I'm not going to give this one that, you know, like that super influenced me like musically in a way, but this is the band that kind of made me go, yeah, I'm fucking doing this. And it's Green Day.
Fuck yeah, buddy. Fuck yeah, I knew we'd be best friends.
He just fell in love with you.
I'm just like, I remember being just a wee kid, and then I was like,
yep.
I was watching, I remember I saved up my allowance money for 2 weeks, and I went to Walmart with my mom. I begged her to drive me, and I got Bullet in the Bible.
Oh yeah.
The live DVD. I remember walking in there with the black bandana on my wrist, thinking I was such a cool kid. And like,
that's so funny.
And I remember watching that. I must have watched that at least like 70 times. Like it's like such, like that's the most iconic live DVD to me. And the way that they compose themselves, you know, like is the way they gave the show, the way they interacted with the fans, the way Billy Joe looked fucking dope.
Oh yeah.
You know, like he was cool. Like I remember I was just like, man, like I want that. It's like I want it all. I remember looking at the crowd, and I remember him holding that guitar, and I was like, you know, like that's I was like, I remember being a young kid, and I was like, I always wanted to be an artist. I never wanted to be anything else. I wanted to be a painter. I wanted to be a sculptor. I wanted to be creative in its entirety. And until seeing that DVD, I never realized I was put here for music, you know, like I'm not good at much else. Like I can like a jack of all, like I can do it, like I can get jobs here and there, like I have lots of administrative skills and this and that, but like man, this music shit, seeing that Bullet in the Bible DVD, watching the whole crowd.
Oh, it's crazy.
The sheer and the best part about it was punk.
Yep. Yeah.
It wasn't country like I was brought up seeing. It wasn't classic rock where they've been big for years. It was at that time a young band reaching commercial stardom.
Hell yeah.
And I was like, damn, It's possible. There's a chance.
Fuck yeah.
You got
That's
fucking
dope, dude.
very deep, and I'm just gonna be copping out on this answer. I feel damn.
That's unreal.
All I know, as soon as you said Green Day, I just was like, it's over. Batch is fucking so excited right now.
Yep.
I was like, it's fucking
Yep.
done.
No, I'm kind of in a weird boat because like it's different eras of my life kind of go to a different way with it, and like I've been listening to like Architect's new record, and I've been listening to a lot of heavier
nice.
shit now, but like I'm trying to like think back into like the things that got me into it and that kept me around with it, and like the upsides from the Wendy years were one like
It's a dope
the
album.
most influential records for me. But I'm trying to think like if I'm going like a band that if I could do what they did, it'd have to be Silverstein.
Oh,
okay.
wow.
Yeah, oh, fuck yeah.
Okay.
They came out, they put out banging records over and over and over. They never did anything for a while that was, reinventing the wheel or changing the game, but they were putting out solid music for a bunch of alternative kids and just, rocking left and right. And the staying power that a band like that has, and the last 2 records they put out are some of the best work I think I've heard them do. And it's funny because like I wound up having Shane Told on Twitch about a month ago, for like an hour, and we like shot the shit for a hot second, but it feels weird to me that like it's still that band that I will go back to as like an over the top influential thing for a kid that never really was like a true emo kid.
Nice.
That's a good answer. I honestly,
Hell yeah.
that I wouldn't expect that, but that's a good one. Yeah.
And I mean Canadian. Let's be real. I'm
That
gonna
also makes-
stay
yeah.
true. North Strong. And
Oh hell
free.
yeah. I love it.
That's fucking awesome. Dude, so the album, EP at Nothing Grows Here. Where is that picture? Like, why did you choose that house?
We didn't.
You didn't choose that? Who chose that?
So we worked with the designer. At the time, he was living in Vancouver, and so this is in like Southeast Van somewhere. Yeah, Southeast Van. And he was just like driving around, and he works with like Unified. He works with Rise. He works with the EVR. Like any of your favorite bands from those labels, he's done the artwork for. Like this dude is Kevin's
That's
awesome.
dope.
And like when we get to work with a guy like that, we love it. And one of the most important parts of us for Nothing Grows Here was to keep everything in Canada, because the whole kind of statement with that EP was people telling us we weren't going to fucking make it because we were from Edmonton, and so we're like, fuck you, like
Yeah.
we're still
it's like we get to say I bet.
Yeah.
literally we did that. We got told we weren't going to play Warped Tour. We did that. We got told nobody was going to sign us. We did that. Nobody told us we were going to be able to tour America. We did that. Like
Fuck
we just
yeah.
we kept kind of going that next level. And anytime somebody's like, nah, you can't do it, we're like, watch us. Like this is easy.
Yeah.
It's not easy by any fucking means. It's the most difficult shit I have done
Yeah,
in
yeah,
my life.
yeah. This is absolutely not fucking easy. Like,
I'm
Oh,
so
hell no.
tired.
oh man.
It's fucking
But
awesome.
no, like so it was very like a real important deal. And so we reached out to Kevin at Soft Surrogate, and his wife went and did the photos, and she found this house. And so it's a house in Southeast Van, and like the front being the house, the back of it being like a window in the house. And the original concept we pitched him for the record was we wanted a wall, like just a plain ass wall with a hole punched through it with flowers growing like out.
Damn, that's
'cause
fucking dope too.
I like that.
It was gonna be this concept of like,
Destruction and
through
growth.
through all the hardship, like you grow and you become better. He wound up doing this. He put the
That's
flowers growing
fucking
out of the house, so it's a very
Oh yeah.
subtle nod to it.
Yeah. And it honestly, like, this is a whole vibe, man.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I feel like that house. You know?
Yeah.
And like the back of the house, there's this old abandoned car and a bunch of garbage. So in the actual CD, there's a whole bunch more photos and stuff like involved, so you can see some things. But
They're
no,
out
it
now
was
for $5 on captainsmerch.com.
I got that like 2 weeks ago.
I got the vinyl coming too.
Yeah, man, dude. Okay, vinyls are only available through our merch now store, which is like through our label store.
Yeah.
All of that helps out the band further.
it pays off our debt.
Yeah, I didn't want to say that, but I'm saying. Yeah,
I don't
think
want to
that's
mention that. Yeah, that's dope. Well, you guys, even when I did the CD, they were like, "Oh, do you want to add a tip?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah, bud!" Like that's.
Oh wait, did
Yeah,
you do that
dude.
through Captain's merch?
Yeah, I don't know, wherever it asks. Yeah.
So the CDs are merch now and Captain's merch. Captain's merch is like our independent store, so we can do like whatever designs we want, whatever we want to kind of run through that.
Yeah.
And that's all run out of my basement.
That's sick, dude. That's
Hell
sick.
yeah.
Did
I'm
you
like,
guys
actually,
did you guys completely sell the hoodies by now?
There's 2 left.
Dude,
Yeah.
those things are fucking
A
fire.
small and a
Yeah.
medium.
Thanks, man. We
I-
have 1 small and 1 medium left of the green, and once those are gone, we got more shit coming.
That's so
Oh, fuck
fucking.
yeah.
I fucking love.
I'm so pissed. I went to get one, and I was like, "Son of a bitch! There's no extra larges left. Fuck me."
Oh, Sonny, sorry about that, man.
Shit
No,
on
it's all good, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever put out merch and not had a show that has just been like, okay, it's gone. Like, I didn't get the boxes out of my living room. I left them there so I could pack them and just immediately take them out the door.
Yeah,
It was
that
like
was
a
the
day
fastest
later.
we've ever sold merch. Period.
That was sick. Yeah, a day later,
That
I
was
go on
crazy.
my iPad and I'm like, dude, green's sold out. And there's like you guys were saying, like, dude, there's like four or 5 left. Like, guys, go grab them. Like, holy fuck, that was fast.
Yeah, that's what
They're
happened to me.
comfy as fucking hell, too. Luke, do you have your green one close?
Yeah, hold.
Yeah, because Luke was wearing one in like I think he did like a quick live video or something. And I was
Yeah.
just like, damn. And there's like they're simple but not simple. You know, like there's not too much going on, which I fucking love on a hoodie. You guys, those things are sick.
Oh, thank you.
So you said there's a small and a medium.
That is the solid graphic design work I've been putting in.
That's sick.
No, it's Kevin actually designed the flower and everything. Like
Oh
the first,
my god.
Yeah,
the
that's
first time
fucking
we
fresh,
saw
bro.
the flower on anything was on the CD of the EP. We had
I
no.
always,
dope.
I always put them in a little bolo tie because that's my style. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Fucking love
I'm
it.
really impressed you haven't been dancing more through all this, Luke.
yeah, I've been lazy.
Yeah, no. So like we kept everything in Canada for it, and like Kevin sent us the first draft of the artwork, and I think the 2 big things that we changed from the first to the final were it was a really warm tone, like there's a lot of oranges and browns and stuff in there, and it didn't fit the vibe of it being kind of this, you know, the record and being a Canadian thing. We wanted to kind of make it cool, and the first font looked like something off of like a Zach Brown band record.
Oh.
So it just didn't fit
okay.
at all. But as soon as like the Cold Tellers came in and he threw that logo on there, we're like, that's the one. Like we're
That's
good.
it.
Yeah, it was almost like I remember the first font. It looked a bit more bubbly, I guess you could say. Where I was just like, I think we used to like, get a bit more of a serious tone because, like, you know, our past records were a bit more DIY looking. So
Right.
we just wanted something that was like, yes, sir, that looks like a real band record.
It's official.
Yeah, like it's
It's
official.
official.
Yeah, that's
That-
like the thing.
Going kind of back to what you were talking about before in the transition from being just like a basement band to a signed band, I think the biggest thing was like taking ourselves a little more seriously and not looking like a local band. Cause like we're still a bunch of dudes that want to just go out and have fun. And like, you know, next time we're in Boston or like anywhere in Mass and we get to play a show, like come hang out and you're going to see like, we're goofy. We're not this over the top serious band. And it's funny because we'll play shows, like do tours, or we'll stay at somebody's house and everybody's like, oh, I expect you guys to be really like, you know, not wanting to party, not wanting to hang. Like you come home, you go to sleep. And I'm like, dude, no, I will be awake with till
Yeah.
5:30 Red Bull and vodka with you. Like, let's have some fun.
I'll be up till
But that-
like 1 a.m. because I got to drive in the morning.
Nick don't drive. Nick don't drive on tour. Nick show up and party.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of being on tour, right? Fucking have a good time. Let
Yeah,
loose.
because you know what, man, like you catch me like, hey, I'm on tour with my best friend Connor, right? And like,
Yep.
I'm right here, dude.
yeah,
Nick.
yeah, no, it's like me and him just like we just like buddy up, man. We just like I remember like most nights we'll get into a place, the boys would be cracking beers, you know, like sitting down, introducing themselves to like the house owners, and we're just like, where's the bed? And it's like, yeah, we're just like, yo, like, so we just get in there right away. We'll throw our stuff in there. Like Connor and I usually double up in a bed so we could get a good sleep. Like we use different blankets because he's a crazy man. But yeah, it's like really easy to be on tour with like the homies.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it just kind of goes back to like we write about serious stuff and we try to brand like a lot of our stuff as, you know, this is important to us, so we're going to carry ourselves that way. But you know, we're still doing this shit for us and we're still going to have fun with it the whole time. So there's no reason for us to be too serious.
Yeah, you found that perfect balance.
Yeah, it's almost like when you catch us on stage, I remember people like one of my homies said to me, he's just like, yo man, when you guys walk on stage, it's like the air is different. And I was like, whoa, man. Like, I was
That's
like,
so
whoa,
sick.
dude. And I was like, but it's like it's the moment we all walk on stage. It's like,
Batch, what the fuck, dude? You just bought that hoodie?
Yeah, my girl wanted it, and there's no.
Oh my god, dude, you did. What's up, man?
He just did it.
Dude,
Fuck yeah.
God damn.
When you said there was a medium, I was like, fuck, I'll buy it for her then.
Done.
Dude, cop that shit, man. Okay, now we only have a small left, so go get it. You're listening to this.
I'll wear it, but I'll look like Britney Spears if you want.
Oh man, hey, Britney Spears looks good.
Yeah, dude.
I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I'll be like, yeah, thanks, guys. This fit. You were right. It fits perfectly.
We did those champion shirts over the summer, and they sent one as like a test one. Like it wasn't we printed them on champion shirts, and they did one on like a Gildan whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if it was like the one they tested on, and then they still sent it because it turned out. But it was a woman's medium, I want to say.
Oh, great.
And so I put it on, and it was like here, and it was a whole bunch of extra shirts. So I was like, "Hey, Luke, get some scissors," and we just made it into a crop top for me, and I wore it around the studio.
That's fucking
Dude,
sick.
when we were tracking, I think it was like 112, 115 inside for a couple days, and like obviously we're trying to keep sound quiet, so we can't open a window and cool off.
Oh,
Yeah.
So we were dying for a
Brutal.
while. Except for Luke. Luke still was in there in a fucking hoodie and a winter jacket. The crazy motherfucker.
Damn, bro.
Hands not hot.
He's not. Damn.
fuck yeah.
Batch, you got any more questions on there, buddy? I know.
So, Luke, your voice is like super unique.
Oh, thanks, man.
Like it's the first thing when I first heard, fuck me,
Chasing Ghosts.
Yes, there you go.
Nice
you didn't
one.
write fuck me, I don't think.
We're the same dude.
That's on the third record.
We're Knicks.
Yeah,
we're
well,
Knicks,
I've
we're
heard,
bearded, we like pop punk, and we're both bigger dudes. We have the same brain. We're all one
Yeah.
dude. It's fine.
like that, I was like, holy fuck, like I gotta hear more of this shit. Like, is that like just your normal voice? That's just how you sing, or did you like choose that style for that EP?
So I'm sure you can listen to my voice right now. I got a little bit of a lower voice.
Yeah.
So when I try and sing a bit higher, like in the pop punk range,
Mm-hmm.
it just go like that.
Oh, it's fucking
Like
sick.
I can't sing like a whiny pop punk singer. Like I just physically can't. I just
Dude,
it's
that's
I
fucking
just gotta-
dope.
I just gotta give it my all, man. I just gotta well, I'm getting a better hang of it now. My voice or my range has increased through touring and lots of practicing and recording this record and stuff like that too, and just getting a better handle of it too. I really like singing like that too.
Yeah.
Because it's for exactly what you say, man. We don't sound like other bands. Like this is that shit I grew up with. Like I was listening to Big Wig, No Effects.
Yep.
That
The legit punk shit.
Yeah, like actual punk
Hell yeah.
shit. Like actual
Yeah.
punk shit, right? There wasn't pop anywhere near it.
Nope.
And it's that's what I like. I really like
Same.
that. Like I want to be a band that, it's kind of like like your little brother will listen to it. Like a 13-year-old brother, he's down bad. He thinks he's emo. He's listening to some pop punk, right?
Yeah.
I want him to be able to show his older brother that listens to cool guy music, and him be like, "Yo, that's actually sick."
Hell yeah.
Yeah. That's I remember growing up and I was showing my brother the music I was getting into. I was like, "Yo, check out Fall Out Boy." He was like, "Don't ever show me shit like that again."
That's how I was. That was me. I was like, get this fucking shit out of here.
So my brother put me on to lots of metal. I was listening to Children of Bodom, 3 Inches of Blood when I was 12, 13.
Well, I mean, your brother, James, plays in a band too, and they're a fucking metal band.
Yeah, dude. If you guys like metal, real metal, they're called Volt. I'll put you guys on to some actual metal. They're from Fort McMurray, Alberta.
Let's do
Look
it.
at that! Look at that on a
yeah.
map, dude. That on a map.
Yeah, if you guys didn't think Edmonton was north, fucking Fort Mac's 4 hours further than we are.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus
dude.
Christ.
That's some big north shit.
Also, dude, I swear that's an Alberta thing. Is you measure distance in time.
Yeah.
I don't know how far it actually is, but it's 4 hours.
It's 4
Yeah,
hours.
we do that down here for sure.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, man.
fuck yeah.
Yeah,
That's
no, it's like I really enjoy singing like that, and especially in the studio, I'll like embellish it a lot.
yeah.
So like okay, I have like a regiment. Like usually a singer is like not supposed to smoke, not supposed to drink sugary liquids, like not eat cheese,
No dairy, yeah.
no
Yeah,
dairy,
yeah.
you know, like
Jesus.
I'll
You do
it
all that, right?
I do all of it.
Times 2. He's got a gallon of
Fuck
milk.
yeah. Fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
no, man. Like, I'll put me in the booth with like a blueberry Faygo, and I'm chilling, man. Like, we good.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
we found a little like bodega down the road from the studio that had a fridge and a closet full of Fago.
Oh, lovely.
And so
Oh,
we went
shit.
in and like stocked up. We're talking to the dude, and he's like, "Oh, I thought you guys wanted to buy like flats, not like individual cans. That's usually what people do." And me and Luke,
I was like, damn, people buy flats. What you mean? Like,
okay, bet.
yeah.
My
Shit.
phone just lit up and gave me the news. I have to tell somebody this, so it's going to be y'all. Amber Heard was fired from Aquaman 2.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
Oh,
Let's go.
Fuck.
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
Johnny
I don't know
Depp.
what that means.
that
Fuck
should be
yeah.
the headline.
That's
Oh yeah, that's the bitch that
yeah, it's the Johnny
that
Depp.
John. Oh okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is
Yeah.
Johnny Depp gonna play Mara now?
Yeah, watch that happen.
Oh yeah, that'd be
roles, dude?
sick.
Oh my gosh.
I'd be so down.
Wild. But yeah, man.
That's it.
I like I just grew up on that punk shit. Keep it punk.
Me too,
Yeah,
man.
that's
My fucking.
what,
Stay
know, that's-
pissed.
that's what we were talking and to another band, and they were like, that's the first thing you hear when you hear a band, like a new band, is the first thing that draws you in is the vocalist.
Mhm.
And that's what me and Steve talked about when I showed Steve you guys. Steve was like, "Holy fuck, his voice!" I was like, "Yeah, it's fucking sick, isn't it? It's different.
Dude, that's cool, man.
It's like it's not the same. Like I'm not just blowing smoke, dude. I love it. Like I like that. Like that's why I like the story so far so much, and like bands like that and you guys, because your voices aren't like that typical whiny, high pitched like, pop punk voice.
Yeah, man. Like,
It's raw and it's raspy, and I love it.
yeah, man, got some shit to say. We like, yo, okay. I was talking to some guy, and he was telling me about why he likes Captains, and he's like, you know what? Like, you guys don't write like super deep lyrics, and I was like, oh, okay, thanks, faggot. but he says, but you guys write straight, dead to the point lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And I was
you
like-
write that. Yeah.
It's like if I'm like, yo, I fucking miss you, or it's like, yo, I'm fucking mad, I'll just write, yo, I'm fucking mad. It's like,
Yo,
yeah,
he
like,
gets me.
yeah, you know what I mean? Like, just write it down, just jot it down.
I mean, I will give you credit. There's a little bit more of like imagery and kind of writing growth on this new record. Track two, Track 2 does not. Half of it does not sound like it's blunt and to the point.
No.
The chorus
So
or the
pumped for this
pre-chorus.
album, boys.
The pre-chorus is to the point in the best way.
Yeah, that song is about something hilarious, but you'll never get it. So
I'll just relate it to something else.
No, it's honestly the joke is that song is about the new record because if this pandemic keeps going up, nobody's ever gonna get it.
Oh, how is it where you guys are? Like, are you guys on lockdown? Do you have any? What's the?
We just got out of another one like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Like we just got to be able to practice and like be in the same room together again.
Whoa, dude!
Wow.
We're like doing everything. We're playing puck. We're fucking restaurants are open. They're gonna open up the Bruins can start having like what is it like 7,000 something people in there? I don't know.
1,200 people.
Yeah, something like that. But that's you guys just got out like
Ugh.
approved to like be in the same room.
Yeah, so I work in schools and like high schools have been like off and on, open and closed. And so it's been like a little interesting and weird, but like restaurants were shut down completely for a while. Like it was takeout only. And even now you're not allowed to be in a restaurant unless you live in the same household.
Damn. Here I am eating that long.
Nobody's really like pushing it that hard. I mean, like I need to see everybody's ID to prove you all live together, but like they're doing a lot to stay safe and they're keeping, like a table between everybody and all that.
Oh yeah.
Trying to get that Australia ratio, you feel me?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, no, we also hit like if anybody had caught us jamming between, I think it was like December 11th and like February 8th or some shit, it was $1,000 fine per person.
Oh my god.
So
Fuck
we
that.
we all just sat at home. Like that's one of the big reasons that we started doing the Twitch talks and espresso time is like
Yeah.
we have the time. We're not doing anything else. Like, you know,
Yeah.
I can only sit and play bass in my living room to a backing track for so long before I'm like, I don't even know what I'm doing.
Yeah. Well, that's like what I said this in the other one, and I'll say it again. That's not only like good, like you were saying at the beginning when we were talking, how you had to adapt to new things and like you had to get out there some way. What I said in the same podcast about you guys was just like you guys don't have Warped Tour, you don't have venues. I mean, Jesus Christ, you guys just were able to start getting in the same room, and
Dude,
you can't go on tours. This is it. This is
Amen.
literally it. And then to have those espresso times, to have those Twitch talks, to be able to communicate. I know I'm saying the same shit, but dude, like that's it right now. That's what else can you fucking do? So like being able, the fact that you got on Twitch, the fact that you're doing interviews and doing the espresso time, that means so much for you guys. It means so much for us. I mean, Jesus Christ, like I'm hooked on espresso time now. I get the notification.
Hey,
Hell yeah.
The
tomorrow
Discord is out there.
Tomorrow is bring your own breakfast.
Bring your own
shit.
Yeah. So
Okay, okay, let's be clear. It's BYOB. We're choosing for it to stand for breakfast.
yeah,
It probably means something else.
bring your own bombs.
No, but just like circling back on that same point, and this kind of having like the mental health concept
Yeah.
involved with you guys in the podcast. I'm selfish with Twitch talks in a way. Like, yeah, it's fun to do and it helps the band and all that shit, but like it has helped my own sanity to see
Oh,
my
yeah.
friends and to talk to people and just like I mean, if you guys have caught it, I get sauced up. Like I'm having a few and relaxing. We have our bev checks and whatnot because like I'm a social creature in like an extent. I like being able to go out and have drinks with people. And so the fact that I can't really do that in person, but I get to do it this way and kind of have some fun with it. And you know, the people in the chat are always hanging out talking too. And whoever I have on as a guest, like I had Glacier Veins, our label mates this week, and they were like, we've never formally met. Like they were at a captain's show years ago and like we didn't really know each other. And I laugh about that because it was a show in Portland. There was like 12 people there, but it was the day after Tim was in the hospital with like a blown rotator cuff. So I think we were all just like, our brain just wasn't in that night. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I remember the venue. Kind of it. I remember the bar we went to afterwards, but like I don't really remember the show.
I remember being woken up at 5:30 in the morning and having to drive the van in my boxers, just steaming mad because we weren't allowed to park there and steal their electricity.
You're thinking of a different city, but yes,
Whatever.
because that one was the night that like we were in the hospital in like Tacoma, and then we were gonna drive to Amber's, and then Amber fell asleep and didn't give us her address, so we just drove to a Walmart parking lot till she texted us at like
But yeah, I'm
7:30 in the morning. So we were all just like half asleep, and it's like, hey, you guys can come over now, and it's fuck.
Oh yeah, but I am often upset driving the van with my boxers on.
Yeah. That sounds
It
like
is
fun.
what it is.
You got lucky to sleep in sheds in Walmart. Walmart yells at us.
Dude, I got yelled at only one time, and they honestly didn't even yell. They were like, "What are you guys doing here?" And we were just like, "Oh, we're just sleeping in the parking lot," because they usually, like, we looked it up. They were like, allow you to.
Yeah,
And
a
then
lot
they
of
were
the ones
like,
in Mass let you do that.
Yeah, well, I was in Ohio when this is the one, and then they were
Oh,
just like, they're like,
Ohio.
yeah, you can't have tents, but you can sleep in your car. So because we were sleeping
Yeah.
on the grass tented area, so we just packed it back up. But yeah, the sheds we snuck in there. That was kind of the fun of it. We had one person on watch because we were like, dude, we're in a fucking. we
Sleeping
have
in
no idea.
shifts.
Yeah, we have no idea where the fuck we are. So we're sleeping in ships for some fucking weird reason.
That's some like combat shit.
just for like mall security, yeah.
Man, we got kicked out of a Walmart parking lot for playing football with another band at like 2 a.m. Like we were just throwing a football back and forth. We were in downtown Toronto. There was nobody else around, and we was like the third floor of a parkade. And so like they were parked at one end of it, we were parked at the other, and we're like, they were all sitting around in like lawn chairs. And we're like, oh, let's go over and make friends. Like no idea who the fuck they were. Turned out they were playing Warped Tour in Toronto the next day. They were a band from Montreal, and so we were just like, oh, like immediately we recognized them, and like we're gonna be friends. We hung out all night, and then security was like, you guys gotta leave. And this dude was like 100. Like, and we're just like,
Oh,
yeah, we probably should leave. Like, we were not.
It's like, all right, Theodore, you got us.
We were not quiet,
Sorry,
and I mean, we were all on our best behavior, but somebody in a Masek had a beer in their hand. The rest of us were just smart and hit him when the guy was walking over.
Yeah, I don't really drink beer, so
Yeah, I just like threw it in my hoodie pocket and was just holding it.
the classic move.
Like
Nice.
the rent-a-cop is not going to stop and frisk me, so I was just like,
Yeah,
well.
no way.
But somebody walked out of their RV with like no shirt on and a beer. He's like, "Who needs another drink?" I'm like, fuck.
Ah,
Yeah,
you
that'll do it.
idiot.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
Fuck
So-
yeah.
Boys, what I know we kind of briefly went back and forth with this new album dropping here. You guys want to talk about anything that we can expect that you haven't already talked about, or I know you
Nope.
guys can't do like the release date or anything, but
Man, we don't even know the release date by now.
oh, okay,
yeah,
we,
it's,
just
Well,
get
we-
fucking amped.
yeah. What we can tell you is like the new song's got a swear word in it.
What?
Yeah, man.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, we're throwing that sticker on the record this
Parental
time.
advisory.
Yeah.
Is that
Fuck
still a
yeah.
thing? Do
I don't
people
know.
still have to? Is that like a legality, or
I
does
don't-
everybody just expect it now?
I don't know with Spotify and shit. I don't even know if
I'm
I
not
have no
sure.
idea.
I know Spotify will list if something's explicit.
Yeah, it puts a
Because like
little
if
E
there's
next
two
to it.
versions, yeah. I don't know. We just got some things. Are we selfieing? No. Okay. I was ready for that one.
Yeah, that I'm. He's like, all right.
I'm always ready.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah. No, we kind of just got a few of the last things we needed. We got our first mix back, and somebody in the team wanted to hear like a remix of it and like just get it redone. Then we kind of went back and forth, and they tried a few different people that they had requested, and they weren't overly happy with those ones either. But then they're like, well, you know, if we can find somebody else, because when we did the record, it was an all-in price for like recorded, mixed, and mastered.
Mhm.
And then like, well, we want to have somebody who didn't engineer the record, mix it, and then maybe even somebody else master it, just so you can kind of get like, you don't
Like
have
a
the
second
personal
opinion almost.
Yeah, you don't get the personal attachment where it's like one opinion and that's it.
That's it. Yeah.
Mhm.
And so we went back and forth, and we finally decided on who was going to mix and master. And then we got approved for a budget on it. So like now things are finally like back on the roll. We should be getting our second draft of artwork for it coming up pretty soon. And then, you know, hopefully spring we can have a song out.
Dope.
That's
Fuck
fucking
yeah.
sick.
Maybe we'll have 2 by 2022. We're kind of just we're gonna figure this out as things go on. But
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, I think we can all guarantee that at some point this year we're putting out at least one goddamn song. It's been too long.
Hell yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah.
I can't fucking wait.
Yo,
Yeah.
can we shout out Nothing Goes here? It's like got some hell
Yeah,
of
do you-
staying power. Like I had no idea that people would be still listening to it like 2 years later. Like
Hell yeah, dude.
We're a band with 5 songs.
yeah, pretty much.
We're
Like,
still just-
It's fucking killer. That's why
It's
absolutely
unbelievable,
insane.
dude.
It's to me, it's an album because I listened to it 100 times. Literally, like I said, when Batch got me hooked on it. I mean, I went through the whole discography and it was just fucking insane. And then when you get to Nothing Grows Here, it's just like this is it, and all the songs are fucking bangers, bro. They're all fucking bangers, and it's just
Yeah, they're unbelievable.
incredible how you guys did it. And like I kept saying, like I want a fucking album. Because if this is what's happening, and then the next step, I can only imagine. Because like,
dude, it's like Nothing Grows Here on crack. It's like some shit, dude. It's like
Dude,
Oh, fuck
everything
yes.
just grew here is what he's
Yeah,
trying to
like,
say.
it's like-
It happened.
it's like I had a bit grows here. You know, it's like yeah.
Hell yeah.
But no, I
I'm
mean,
definitely
We
pumped.
got shakers on it.
yeah, you were
Dude,
doing that live the other day.
Yeah.
He does that on TikTok with Ed Sheeran too. It's great.
Yeah, I do a duet with Ed Sheeran. You should watch it.
I have to get TikTok.
It's funny.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
don't
hell yeah.
don't go down that rabbit hole. But
I've never had TikTok.
No, I'll make my girl look it up.
Exactly. But no, I do appreciate you guys saying that. And I think one of the biggest upsides of that EP is with it being short and it didn't get the full like record treatment and push, is people are still finding out about it. And so there's people that are like, we've been around for years, but people are just discovering us or just starting to hear about us, and things like this, like you guys chatting about us. I guess
Oh yeah.
the dudes in Silverstein we've chatted with, and like all these other projects and outlets. And I like Luke, you did a radio interview earlier this week, right?
Oh yeah, they didn't tell me it was going on the radio until after. So I was just cursing.
Yeah, it's
Well,
just a lot of
They had to change. They tallied it up. They took out like 14 separate sentences in like an hour
Holy
interview.
shit.
And that was just like, okay.
Honestly, for Canadians, that's like below average, so we're fine.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, no, like we're still getting the opportunity to promote a record that was like, I don't think any of us when we started doing this band or started playing music thought that we were going to be able to put something out on a record label and do what we did with one EP.
Oh, it's
And
nuts.
so the fact that it has staying power and it's still going through and people are still just discovering it for the first time is incredible.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Look at that smile. Look how happy Luke is with that one.
Yeah, man. The green. I like the green. I match my door.
That's what it's all about, man.
Fuck yeah.
That's sick. Fucking yeah, man. It's been awesome. I want to just say I'm gonna rant for a second, just because I wanted to say this to you guys in person, briefly touching on it in the podcast that we did. But I mean, music obviously has saved me and Batch's lives, and down to like the gritty bone of like almost being not existing anymore. And to find people and musicians and just groups like you guys, keep fucking doing it. Like, do it for yourself. You're doing it like the fans, all that. But like, music is so empowering. And the reason we started this whole Emptyspace podcast was because, you know, people think it's not okay, you know, to have these thoughts and to feel all these certain ways and thinking they're worthless or whatever they're feeling, even if it's just being sad because you're grounded, or, you know, it's just so empowering to be able to, like that example, being grounded and feeling like your parents hate you or something. You can turn on to, you know, Nothing Grows Here or some Blink 182 or some, you know, Black Flag, Rancid, whatever it may be. And just the fact that you guys, you know, are there putting music out, you know, from the bottom of our hearts. And I know thousands of people that listen, like, we thank you, all of us, because
absolutely.
I'm still going through some tough shit right now. And
Hey,
Batchy knows that. And I get to listen to you guys every day as if I'm talking to my best friend or, you know, my mother. And that's empowering to be able to drive home, cry, but it's a happy cry, and go, you know, I'm still here. My feet are right there. And you guys are doing that along with all these other bands. But like, fuck yeah. Just fuck yeah, guys.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man, dude, you know what? I appreciate you. You know, like, I gotta say, man, dude, you know what? If you, like, I say this a lot of times, but if you're, like, a fan of Captains, like, you're not a fan, man, you're a friend. You know, like, that's, like, this shit is personal to us, you know? Like, and so if you've been going through the same stuff, that means that we can relate.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And that's, like, that's some things that's on, like, a deeper personal level, right? So when you see me in person, you come and dap me up. We cool, man. Like, that's what's up. Like,
our beards are gonna get tangled when we get this group hug going. Is what it's like Luke talks about it, and you know, our Instagram DMs, whether it be the band or personal, are open. Like our Twitter accounts, we've got a band Discord that we're all active in all the time because, like, you know, this isn't just what do you say, Luke? CAC is a gang.
Yeah, man, we're a gang.
We're a gang. We're
gang.
Dog, we're a cult. We're a family. That's how it is. Like,
yeah, man.
And so, you know, we're like, you got the two people that have gone through some shit in the last little bit from the band in here too.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I just about quit Captains a few times this last year. Just
dude. Yeah, I remember that.
I blatantly, I was dealing with so much shit like in my own life that, like, we were in the middle of trying to get a bunch of things sorted for the record, and I just, like, everything that was coming to me, like, I wasn't constructive. I was destructive in every sense of the word. And so somebody would come with an idea and I was just angry about it for no reason. It was, I mean, I usually am unangry, but for this time it was unprompted and it was outside of things affecting me. And so, like, I took 2 months away and I was just like, no, I can't do this. Like, wasn't sure if and when I was going to go back. Like, I wound up going through therapy and, like, dealing with a whole bunch of things. And then I was just like, nah, we're back. Like, this is it. And then shit started rolling and we kind of kept through it. And so, like, when it comes down to any form of, like, mental health, and whether it be, you know, the thoughts where you don't want to exist anymore or you want to disappear or whatever it is, like, there is a network, whether it be a band you've never fucking met, people to call. Like, I know there's hotlines. You guys have one in the States. We've got one up here. So I don't want to start splurting off numbers and be totally wrong, but let's throw that in the description of the episode.
Absolutely.
We have it in there for both.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, like, you know, our DMs are open.
Yeah. Dude, the fact that you guys answered us, and even if it was just like, hey, cool, awesome, guys, or like that's not like just a hello or like that goes so fucking far.
does.
We called each other like, are you shitting me? Like, are you shitting me? These
Yeah,
fucking
dude.
lads decide to
Yeah,
get
we-
hello, what's up? And then next thing we know, we're fucking we're face to face on a podcast just talking. We're
Unbelievable,
just hanging
man.
out. I'm not even podcast. We're just fucking hanging out.
We're
Yeah, no, we're
5 dudes
vibing,
from an
man.
Edmonton basement, man. Like there's nothing special about the shit that we do. We get the
Big
same
facts.
feelings. We go through the same shit. So like we always
Yeah.
down to hang. And like I know Luke's had a few more of those experiences than I have because I wind up doing all the fucking business shit inside venues. But like going outside and talking to people and hanging out and like, you know, I remember there being shows where like I was inside settling up and Luke's outside smoking and some girl comes up and is like, oh my God, like it's you. And like there's 0 times any one of us will ever tell somebody to get lost. Like we will stay up late. We will stay at venues. We will hang out and talk, like whatever is needed. Again, we're family, we're a gang, we're a cult. We're all in this shit together. And so we're
Yeah,
always
man.
around.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's a maybe on that cult front. We don't have like a leader yet. So
You need a
Dude,
symbol.
we got branding. We have a symbol.
the flower.
Fuck yeah.
Oh man.
Luke got it put in gold and on his teeth. So
Yeah.
I think at that stage we can say we're a cult.
It's super
Yeah.
official. It's a
Yeah,
cult.
I did. Where the fuck did my teeth go? God damn it. I
You
shouldn't
lose
be
your
losing-
grills.
I shouldn't
Oh,
be
no.
losing that shit, man. Like,
They're with your AirPods, wherever those are.
oh.
I had to. The dude was like flexing on us real hard when he bought his AirPods, and I think they were gone after like 3 months. Like, they just-
Solid. Solid.
Ah, fuck that.
Are those grills real too, or are they? What
Yeah.
Are they legit? Oh, that's fucking serious.
he's got gold top and bottom, and then on his eye tooth, he's got the flower engraved.
What a
Oh,
dirty
wow, that's
bastard.
sick.
That's sick.
That's unreal.
They-
I'm gonna get
Oh,
a
here they
flower
come.
pendant. I'm gonna get a flower pendant one day too. I just got a star. right now because I know I'm gonna be one day.
You're already my star, baby.
That's the child in me, man.
Fuck
That's
yeah.
sick. That's sick.
And instead of finding teeth, he blows Supreme bubbles.
Yeah, yeah. Supreme
Not
bubble.
just any, just, oh yeah, Supreme, baby.
Oh, I love it.
They made bubbles
it.
this year.
It's like that fucking kid who goes to the Supreme at the opening thing, and he was like, "I'm getting a fucking crowbar."
Dude, I'm that kid.
You're that kid? He's like, I don't know. I'm just getting a fucking crowbar.
How fucking sick is that? Like, I don't know when I'm gonna need one, but I'll have one. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, as a band, we have needed one more than you'd think so. We had to break into fucking State Champ's safe in their bandwagon because the battery inside of it died. And the
I remember
promoter called me. He's like, yo, can you bring a crowbar to the show?
Wow, that would never.
I gave-
Hey, yeah, we have one.
Dude, I gave it to Derek, and he was like, I put it in, popped the door off. And he's like, yo, thanks.
Yo,
Oh, that's sick.
Which is just a weird experience. You're like, what the fuck is
that
happening?
is very strange.
Yeah.
That's
Damn.
awesome, though.
But it was like their last show of the tour was Edmonton, so they had to hit the border, and in the safe was their passports.
Oh, yeah, you got to get those.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're like, we don't care about anything else. They they were gonna lose their like deposit on the bandwagon because they damaged the safe. They're like, the fucking battery died in another country.
Yeesh.
Yeah, at least you're
Yeah.
getting out.
Yep.
Oh, there
Oh,
they
that
are.
won't focus at all.
No.
Oh,
It's on there,
wow.
believe me.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Serious. That's serious.
That's dope.
Yeah, I went to Canada once, like 3 years back. I went to Quebec, and I got super fucking nervous at the what's it called? The check. What the
The
hell? Is it?
border?
The border patrol. Because
Yeah.
like you fuck up one thing, they'll pull you over. They pulled over my girl's brother in the car in front because he stuttered on where he was going. And then when I got there, I just was like super serious and told him everything, and we were gone. But that was the first time going through the border. It was fucking weird.
Hey, Luke, you want to talk about you going through the border, bud?
Oh,
Bro,
boy.
Okay, y'all ever go through the border?
Should we wear
And-
grills?
No, okay, this is even worse.
When Luke goes through the border, he wears a U of A hoodie, and we all like sit up real straight, like proper.
Yeah, like we're just students, you know, like we're
Even like with our visas and shit, like we're already cleared to go. We're all just like, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Nothing to see here, sir. Nope.
But okay, imagine you're driving like a van with trailer. It's like super snowy. You're Canadian. You're coming up to the border, and you start to slow down because you're driving in the fucking semi crossing instead of the car crossing.
Yeah, motherfuckers
And-
going through the commercial lane.
Yeah.
Oh.
So anyway, so I tried to back up. We're fucking stuck. We get stuck. The Canadian guys get stuck in the snow with our van. I'm like, wow.
Oh, man.
So I was like, hey boys, we got to push it. So they all get out of the car, super sus. try to push this fucking van back up the hill. Eventually, the semi-truck guy in the boarding lane, he's like, fine, come on through, guys. So I drive all the way up to it. I look up because it's a semi-truck crossing.
It's the window behind him is how high he was from where he's sitting. Like, it's not easy to reach.
Yeah, it's like a good height. How tall our van is, that's where the bottom of his window is, right?
Jesus.
So I was like, holy smokes, this guy's tall. So I had to get out to give him our shit. I forgot to put that shit in park before I got out.
Oh no.
Yeah, and I was like, I got out and I was like, oh shit. So I go back and I put it in park and I'm like, oh, that doesn't look too good. I was like, oh. I gave him our shit and he was like, okay.
3 strikes in under a minute.
Yeah, and he was like, okay, boys, I'm gonna get you to pull in. And I was like, oh.
No shit.
Yeah,
You didn't even get a fucking question, bud.
Yeah, here we go. So, yeah, we got searched hella, but we didn't really get searched hella because homeboy was like old as fuck. He was also 100 years old. He opened up our trailer in the back and it was like packed like a Tetris full level and the bars didn't go away. You know what I mean? It was just
yeah.
So he opened it up. He was just like looked at like around a little bit. He's like, it's fine. Closed it. Because like if he pulled one thing out and another thing, it would all fall.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Out and so yeah, we just went on away. But they tore up all the inside though. They like went through our bags on the inside of the van.
Yeah.
They didn't go through them. They just like pulled all of them off of like we had a bag that they were just everywhere.
We had just organized the van and then they came in, just threw it all about, and then like
it never got organized again.
No,
right? That was van cleaning day, and he just screwed the whole thing up.
Dude, it was day 0 of tour, and we were just like, it's too much work. We're fine.
Damn,
Hell yeah.
That's a hell of an experience.
Yeah. So I'm not allowed to go through the border anymore.
Neither's Brad. It's Connor and me have to sit up front to go through it because Brad doesn't know how to answer questions.
Yeah.
Because it's usually like, how many T-shirts are you bringing? 6?
Like, that's it. Pull over.
Yeah. Well, we were crossing from Winnipeg down into where was
North
the first
Dakota.
show? Ohio.
North Dakota.
We're going through the border crossing, and the guy's like, "Okay, what are you bringing for money?" And Brad's like, "I don't know, like $1,200." He was like, "What do you mean you don't know how much money you have?" He's like, "It's about $1,200." I was like, "That's it. Pull over." Because like he knew we were a band, and then like we get pulled over and we're inside and we're getting the interrogation, and he's like, "Well, who's selling your shirts?" And like we had 2 shows, and they were routing shows from Winnipeg to Toronto because going like over in northern Toronto, there's nothing there.
Mm-hmm.
But if we can go through the States, like there's gas stations, there's food, and like yeah, okay, we can see some friends and maybe play some shows. And he's like, "Well, who's selling shirts at those shows?" And it's like, "Well, the promoter is. It's his show. It's not our responsibility. It's a house guy." But Brad's like, "Well, probably us. But since our visa is a performance visa, not a business visa, we're not allowed to actually be behind the merch table and sell product."
Yeah, if you guys didn't know that, we
didn't.
No idea about that.
We're allowed to play and get paid. We're not allowed to sell clothing and get paid.
But somebody can sell clothing for us.
So what you get? Do you have to give them a percentage or like?
No, it's just
it's a different visa, so we're not legally allowed to make money outside of performance.
No shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
I never knew that.
Yeah, so we had that, and yeah, we get like immediately the guard's like, "No, that's not allowed. Like, I'm going to be calling these venues and the promoters and make sure they're guaranteeing that this is happening." I'm like, "Okay, go for it."
Because they think you're about to like do what you're not supposed to do. Both, right? Essentially.
And they think they can get a hold of promoters.
Damn, we can't even get a hold of them. Half the time I am my own promoter. I'm just like, "Yeah, call me."
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, no, it was a fun little game, and so it's just like, okay, so the bad luck happens when Luke and Brad drive through. I have my binder full of notes. Connor drives and sits real tall, and we just deal with everything that way, and no problems.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Well, Batch, you got any more questions or anything, buddy?
I'm just vibing, man. The only thing I got to do
yeah.
tonight is just play Mario Kart in the Discord.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Fuck
So if you guys do that, hit me up with the Switch codes.
I don't have a Switch.
I don't either.
I have to drink because the Oilers are down 3-0 to the Leafs. So
Don't say that shit right now, man. It's
Come on.
the Oilers.
I'm gonna plug in my laptop.
well, I mean, like, if anybody is going to agree with me, it's fuck the Leafs. It's the 2 dudes from Baston.
You're goddamn right.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Boston dudes.
We got Baston Nick.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. No, I don't.
Yeah. I was
What
gonna
is that
say
face,
we hate
Luke?
Montreal.
You okay,
but-
bud? We all hate Montreal. Everybody except for
fucking-
Montreal. Even Montreal hates Montreal. They fire their own coach. They're awful.
Yeah. Yeah, he
Oh,
was our
man.
coach.
Yeah. Ugh.
Fucking bum. I'm glad he's gone. And then look
Yep.
what he did. Took him, 3 seasons? Then they start doing okay. Fuck him. He sucks.
Yep. I mean, we're still in a rebuild for like the 12th year in a row.
It's okay.
How that's possible, I have no idea. But
Yeah,
What's that
on
mean?
paper, our team's great. Yeah, we've been Luke for 12 years.
What's that mean?
Wait, did you say that's like you, or what's that mean?
What's that mean?
We're still trying to be good.
Oh, yes, sir.
I don't understand how it happens. How the Oilers find a way to suck with like up front what they have.
Every number 1 draft pick.
Because we have nothing behind it.
That's I know. It's
But I'm
terrible.
sorry, but Koskinen and Smith are not starting goaltenders.
No way, not anymore.
How old are they? Smith? Like the Smith?
Different Smith.
Oh,
Not Jason and not Ryan.
I was like, Ryan Smith? I was like, there's no fucking way.
Dude, how old are you guys? Because, Luke, you look 12.
Oh my god! He did it!
Oh my god, he did it to him! Oh my god!
Dude, that's going on his fucking tombstone.
Yeah, you got me.
Oh my god, I can't believe he did that to him.
I mentioned the batch that I might say that, and I found my slot.
I
Oh,
say that
dude.
shit to him like regularly.
Sorry,
Oh
we're
my
boys here. Remember,
God.
you said we're family. We're in a cult. You can't
Yeah,
take
that
it
was
back.
more than we gave.
Yeah,
Okay,
bro.
okay, all right.
Is it fucking Olive Garden? That's your family here.
Yeah, man. Okay.
I love the Olive Garden.
Dude, the breadsticks?
Do you have any
Minus.
idea how old I am?
No,
Let me hang on. Yeah, go get it.
22.
All right, hold on. I'm
You
gonna
can't
say
Google it.
I'm not googling anything. The only thing I was doing at first was the fucking thing was gonna stop recording. I had a fucking
I'm guessing 22.
25.
Ooh.
Both wrong.
Shit, he's fucking 12.
Kara. Yeah, Kara, you were close. But
26.
I
Oh,
was fucking close.
real
Yeah.
close. And like
I was
fresh
close.
26, like December 26.
yeah, I just turned. You were real close. You were real
Yeah.
close.
Well, I just turned 29 in fucking February.
Hey, looking good.
Happy belated.
Thank you.
Nice.
Valentine's Day, baby. Here.
Unfortunate.
wow. Rare.
It sucks. Can't
Yeah.
go out to eat or anything because everyone's fucking with their loved ones. So I'm just
Exactly.
at home making pasta, hanging
Oh
with the
my
girl.
god.
Stop!
You
You hung
need to laugh. Like, that's hilarious.
Stop! You hung out with your girlfriend, you fucking liar.
Yeah,
what
but for Valentine's Day,
Yeah.
I did, but
Both.
but dude, my exes used to be like, "What do you get me for Valentine's Day?" I'm like, "Bitch, it's my birthday. What are you getting me?" It's like, "Nah, you're taking
Valentine's Day is made up by
me
Hallmark
the Hallmark
anyway. It's
bullshit
a fucking joke.
thing. It's
Yep.
my birthday."
It's my birthday. Yeah.
this is
I don't
the
even like my
first-
birthday,
This is the first year I've been home for Valentine's Day in forever.
dude. Same
And, like,
10 years.
And the woman I've been seeing is living in Philly.
Oh,
So like,
okay.
yeah, the woman I was living with when we were dating here, I was never home. I was on tour. I was never home
Mhm.
for Valentine's Day or her birthday because it's the 17th. Yeah, 17th.
Nice.
Oh,
So I was never home.
Big
Now when I'm home for shit, they live in another country.
Yeesh, yikes.
You know what this S stands for on my hat?
Supreme.
Supreme.
Single.
Single.
You hurting, bud?
I love it.
It's the way
That's
to be.
okay. That's
It's the way to
okay.
be.
Yeah,
No, I'm still excited though. Oh,
That's fucking awesome.
Oh
yeah.
Jesus, fuck yeah, dude. Oh my god.
Sorry.
Yeah.
This is fucking awesome.
This is fucking fun, dude. I'm actually genuinely having a great ass time.
Hey, that's
So-
good. Man. Me too. I'm chilling.
So have you guys been to Mass? Like have you guys played in Mass?
Worcester. No, not Worcester.
Worcester.
Palladium. What you said? What? Say it right.
Got
Worcester?
the tour laminate. What does
Worcester.
it say? What does it say?
What?
What does it say?
What does which say?
The tour laminate.
I grabbed the Beartooth one because that was the one at Palladium. We were in where the fuck was it?
What's the Palladium?
No, we didn't.
Yeah. What town? Isn't that like Excuse me. Is that a small state?
Mass.
It was when we. Fuck. I can't remember. I want to say it was we drove through, but I can't remember
played
which
like Rhode
show it was.
Island or something.
Yeah, we played Providence. I think
Yeah,
that's
that
Oh,
makes
okay,
sense.
yeah.
That makes sense. That's like an hour and a half out. Depending on where you are.
Yeah.
That's the one that I was kind of like looking at. I'm
Tuesday?
like, it feels like it was that. That was okay. That was the night we played at Alchemy, and fucking Black Veil Brides loaded in out of a fucking Mazda.
What
Oh.
the fuck?
Oh,
We-
yeah. Oh,
we
it was.
played
It was.
the
Oh
show,
yeah,
and
dollar store. Thing.
UAB.
Or, yeah.
But yeah, these dudes were like walking up carrying like a drum set. It's like a third floor venue. And they're carrying like drum kits and cabs and shit. But they're doing like the fucking black body paint and like shotgun blast hairstyles. And they loaded in out of a bright blue like 2017 Mazda. That was
Holy
definitely one of their moms.
Yeah, man.
We were parked across the street and we saw them doing this. And I lost my mind by that point in tour. We were on like day 50 of a 62-day run.
Oh, is that the
And-
time? Oh, that was the
Yeah,
time that we had a comedy show at the same time, right?
Yes.
Oh my
and
God.
you smashed Tim in the face with a drum hoop.
The fuck?
Dude, tour
Oh
gets
my
weird.
God.
But I
Yeah.
was crying laughing watching these dudes load in because it was the funniest thing to see those people get out of that car.
That car. Yeah.
Oh
You know
yeah.
what? That show was extremely funny to me. Because we had a host for the show, which is like super rare,
Like an MC.
like an MC. But
So they
he
like
was,
call you out?
kind of. He's like the guy that tells jokes in between while,
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, so
Oh, wow.
there's a comedian between each band.
like, while
Okay.
he's setting up in the back.
This dude would like introduce the comedian and then introduce the band in between each of the acts.
Okay.
But by the end of the night, he was plastered. And so I think Makari was headlining that night. I don't think it was
Dude,
one of our nights.
That's what I gotta tell that story. He was getting wild. So like homeboy really didn't know how to read a room, and he was telling like edgy 4chan jokes on stage, and it was like everybody was like just cringing.
Nobody laughed at
And
all.
homeboy like he was like, because he hands off the mic to like the vocalist, right? And he's like, hey, and then the next band we have is Malachi, and then he gives Andy the microphone, and then Andy's like, thanks, man, and it's like, and then I remember he's like, he comes up and his like first note he's saying, he's just like, yeah, we're called Makari, and I was like, oh shit.
Stupid.
Oh my
Like, yeah,
God.
that's like that.
awesome.
I was like, why? I was like, yeah, I don't know why. It's like they double booked a comedy show and like a punk show, and they're like, yeah, just
We'll make it work.
It would have been great without an MC and if it wasn't on like a Wednesday night.
Yeesh.
Because I think like we went on at like 11:30 and we weren't even the last act.
Jesus Christ.
But all I remember is like I hung out. They had like their smoking area was out the back door, and it was like a fire escape down. There was like just like this single rope, like do not cross. And me and the bass player from Makari just went and like hung out on the roof for like an hour.
Oh,
That's dope.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was nice just being like downtown Providence and doing that.
No shit.
Yeah.
Nick, did you ever play hockey? Like,
Oh yeah, I
You
grew
grew up
up
playing?
playing hockey. Yeah,
yeah, okay.
Okay.
I figured as much.
Yeah.
I just,
dude, I got fake teeth, stitches in my chin, and a bum knee from playing hockey.
I'll
Yep.
talk about knees with Batchy over here.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Like I said, dude, we're the same guy.
Yeah, you guys
I know.
are.
For real. For real.
You know,
Yeah, I got two
I get
screws in my knee. So
See, I don't have anything that bad. I dislocated my kneecap when I was 13,
Oh.
and so like the bones never fully developed. So like, how many times have I popped my knee out on stage, Luke? A lot.
more than 10.
Yeah, I'll come down from a jump pad, and my kneecap just like goes to the side.
Yeah, he'll like.
Those are the right faces
It's
to be
funny
making.
looking back, but it's pretty. He'll be like doing the jump thing, and then he'll be like, and then he'll go sit down. He'll like go sit down on like the side of the stage, and like for the whole rest of the set. And I'll look back at like Nick, you good? And he's like mad that he did that, and he's like, just a one quick nod,
Subtle
He's like,
head nod.
"Fine." Yeah,
He's
he's
like taking everything in, not to just yell "fuck" for like
Yeah.
10 minutes until it goes back in. So I'm just like,
Ugh.
he's just bullshit about it.
Yeah, and then after the show, he's just like, "Yeah, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll be fine." Yeah, it's just like, yeah, don't think about it.
yeah. If I don't think about it, it doesn't count. But it
Right.
happens a lot. It happened when I was out with Tooth. I like slipped on somebody's spilled drink in a pit,
Ooh.
felt it go out, and then like the biggest thing is I've done it so many times. Is I know I need to walk it off to like keep the
Pop
muscles
it
from
back
kind of
in.
atrophying.
Yeah.
Well, all I have to do is straighten my leg and it shifts back into place.
Right.
So like I'm fortunate. I know how to take care of it, but it's just like it smarts. It hurts and stings. So I'm finishing a tooth run. I'm supposed to like wheel all the gear out and like load up, and like the band and the crew are just like, dude, go sit down. I'm like, dude, like, trust me, I know what I'm doing. I need to do this. Then there's the odd times where I'm just like, everything hurts too bad. I'm gonna puke if I try to do things.
Jesus.
Yeah, I've got 3 fake teeth. I got hit in, like, I got a real bad high stick once.
Oh,
Yeah.
And so like I had braces for 6 years, and like 3
Jesus.
weeks after I got them off, I got
Oh
No!
down my throat.
Oh,
Dude, I got scrappy for a long time. Like I used to drop mitts, and
Mhm.
I was going one-on-one with the dude, and some guy came over and just like lumberjacked me across the jaw.
what a piece of shit.
Yeah,
That's fucked. Well, dude, Batchy got fucked up at a fucking, out of all things, a charity game.
Oh yeah, dude. Fucking playing in a charity game, this guy fucking runs me from behind. And like legit, I was like out cold. And like popped back up and I was like, oh, I'm good. And I went to like skate, and all of a sudden like everything just went like you know when a grenade goes off in COD? Like I remember I said I'm good, and then I wasn't good like immediately
Jesus.
after that.
You got the overdub from some like old guy.
Yeah.
Wasn't good.
Like the Morgan Freeman voice.
Yeah.
He was anything but good.
So wait, do you guys play Warzone?
Yeah.
I
what?
don't.
Okay, well, we're gonna have to do that because that's a me and Brad thing. So we'll hop on.
Word.
We'll
Hell yeah.
run some trips together. It'll be
I'm
good.
with that. I'm with
You guys
that.
on PlayStation or on Xbox?
I'm PlayStation. He's Xbox.
PlayStation.
I'm PlayStation too, so
Good.
That'll be sick.
good.
Fuck yeah.
Oh yeah.
And Luke plays Switch.
That's
Hey,
good.
nothing wrong with that. My girl
Nope.
plays Switch.
My
you can
sister
play with
loves
her.
that shit. She streams on fucking Facebook with that. All the games.
We're trying to get Luke figured out how he can stream like Minecraft on his Switch on our Twitch.
Dude,
Do it.
yeah,
That's a weird fucking sentence to say. I'm just gonna put that out there.
That was. That fucking
I would
was.
love to stream Minecraft. I love Minecraft.
Yeah.
Luke's creative. I'm destructive. It's great.
Yeah.
My sister says, like, because I never played it, but she tells me the way, like, for her, she's like, it's just like a stress reliever. Like, I just, like, lose track of what I'm doing, and I'm just, like, doing random little things. It's like that farmland or something she plays. I don't know.
Yeah, it's Minecraft is dope because like you can put it on survival and there's like an end goal to work towards, you know. Like,
True.
but you can just take all your time in the world just making your house dope.
That's sick.
Right? You know, it's
Nice.
like, and you can just put it on creative and it's just like Lego.
Hell yeah.
Oh wow. That does sound pretty sick.
Except you can't pick them up and like play with them, but it's still cool.
At least you don't get to step on them, so. that
Yeah,
helps.
that's true.
Yeah.
The worst thing that'll happen is that you run into a creeper and you blow up.
Just like in real life.
Yeah.
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 Hell yeah.
Word.
I love the Violent Gentleman hat too, by the way.
Oh, dude, it's half my wardrobe, man.
I
Same,
love
dude.
it.
I got
Oh,
the
yeah.
sticker right here.
Got like
I
one of
love
my
that.
pedal box. I was gonna grab my Oilers jersey. I'm glad I didn't because it would have been getting thrown on the ground by now because this game is horrid.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Well, look how the Bruins have been playing the past week.
6-2,
so-
7 something. Fucking.
Yeah, but I think you go back to fantasy, like you get Pasternak and Bergie on the same like team. Somebody's getting good points no matter what.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
Birdie and Charlie.
Hell
So they're helping me out right now, which is good. I mean, fucking, but yeah, as a team, fucking, and then you got Millsy out again, and Lazon's
Yeah.
out, and fucking Krejci's out, and then Grzelcyk is out.
We're in trouble.
Like,
and
we're in a
Tuukka
little
our goalie, so.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, hey, I mean, you guys were doing great when you had Thomas, so like that really doesn't justify much.
Mm,
No.
mm.
Rouse just sucks. Like in the big game, he blows.
Yep.
Did
And
I
he-
see something? Oh, sorry. You guys.
Go ahead.
No. I'm really bad for like having random thoughts and then just saying shit.
That's fine. Go for it.
Yeah. What's the thought, man?
You guys got the stimmies.
Yeah, I think they just have to go through the Senate, and then we'll get.
Oh yeah. Okay. Good luck.
Yeah, we're toast. So we're not gonna get that.
We're toast. Oh man.
How much is
I read an article that literally every single Republican voted against it. And
Yeah.
Two Democrats also did.
Yep,
So
that's exactly what happens. It's just bullshit. Anything to not help us out, and then say they're trying to help us out. That's what they all do.
Dude, I still haven't got my 2019 taxes back. So
oh my
I don't want to hear it. And I didn't get
still
any of
gotta
these
do my
stimulus
20
checks. He said I still have to do mine.
But I think I only have to do my 2020s or my 2021s. I don't know where I'm at anymore. I got
Fuck.
papers.
I'm
Yeah,
fucked. They were supposed to give me all the money I was supposed to get. So you get the state and you get the federal. The federal is the big one. I got my state, and my federal was huge. And I was like, oh word, dude, it's been over a year now, and they keep
Yeah.
like saying it's still processing. COVID's got a delay. I'm like, I'm about to file for my next taxes.
Oh my
I
God.
need the money, dude.
That's crazy.
Dude, I got back from tour in like March 7th is my fly home date. And so I've been home for almost a year, and I did 5 months without a job, and the government was like, yeah, here's some money.
What?
That's unbelievable. I'm moving to Canada. Fuck this.
Granted, I work my ass off. Like I had a 14-hour day yesterday when I'm working, and I pay into EI like a bitch. So like
Yeah.
it balances out when I have my downtime and I'm in the country.
Yeah.
What do you do for work?
I'm a school photographer. I go to schools and shoot
Oh,
children.
nice.
Dude, what the fuck? I'll take that soundbite. Yeah, I'll take that one. We'll start the whole thing like that.
Yeah.
You guys like calling
I
out
love
captains.
it.
Check this out. I'm a school
I
teacher
go
to
that shoots
school.
kids.
No, I do like ID photos, school photos,
Yeah,
grad
yeah.
photos. Like I do all that shit, and like so it works pretty well. It's solid work, and like every now and then I go like to small town Alberta. So it was like an hour and a half drive there, hour and a half drive back, and then I was at the school for 10 hours,
Oof.
like setting up, shooting, tearing down, and then heading home.
Dude, is that a beat? Is that a beat on your arm? Did you just get that tattoo? That looks
Yeah.
fresh.
Just before Christmas. This is that cat. His
Really?
name was this is Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
Jack
shit.
Skellington, and that's Scout.
That's dope.
But yeah, since I don't have them anymore, I carry my beat with me everywhere.
That's awesome. I just saw it. Just looked
Nice,
so
man.
prominent when I actually saw the purple in the background pop.
Yeah, it's so funny. So I've got this and a Living with Lions tattoo done by the same.
Oh my God.
Luke out of nowhere.
It's Luke can tell all of the color fell out of this one when she did it. It was her first color tattoo when she was an apprentice. So like in person, it looks super jacked up because it's like not vibrant at all. Like the black's not sharp. But then like
I'm laughing.
it's
He's dying over there.
but it's a participation ribbon that just says never win in it. So the irony of the
Oh.
tattoo is that it
Didn't-
didn't take, and so I'm just like, I'm never getting this up. Like this is how it
That's
stays.
so
And like,
funny.
That's
Dude.
fucking great.
Imagine the never win tattoo. He comes out and shows the boys, and it's fucking rejecting. Like
It's still not winning,
funny.
I
But-
still can't win.
Yeah.
So my artist Samwise Tattoos is the girlfriend of my other tattoo artist, Johnny Guns Tattoo, and he's like, I've got Johnny's art all over me, and Sam was an apprentice, so I was like, yeah, let's do it. And I think she charged me $200 for like a 6-hour sit,
Yeah.
and she
Wow.
had just beaten my arm like hamburger, and so like it was so raw and jacked up by the end of it. Like the scab was half an inch thick, like it was bad.
man.
Talk
dude.
about fucking itchy.
And she's just like, yo, I'll redo it like for free. Let me fix that. I'm like, no, this is funny.
Yeah.
But, like, I'll let you tattoo me again. And so I went to her for this one, and like she knocked it out of the park.
That's
Oh,
good.
hell yeah.
Damn. Same chick.
Yeah,
That's so cool.
same, but different.
I'm
but
really
still
glad. I'm really glad. That's progress right there.
Oh yeah, she's fucking phenomenal.
Oh my God. The
Dude.
Neverwin tattoo is like my favorite tattoo you have.
It's also the reason Luke's never gonna get a tattoo.
Because of that.
Oh, the reason I won't get a tattoo is I spend my money on stupid things like jewelry
And clothes.
And
clothes.
grills.
Yeah,
And grills.
yeah. Like, but if we're on tour and we're down real bad, I can take my grills to the pawn shop. The boys can't take their tattoos to the pawn shop.
This
No,
is true.
we're all fortunately like we've got really good support networks, which again, going back to the whole mental health thing, like our parents have been unbelievably supportive, and for us to have the record deal and be able to tour and kind of give something back, and like doing that Offspring show in our hometown and have 10,000 people come out and watch us is so validating to them that yes, okay, the support that we've been putting in, this isn't just going nowhere. Like it
Yeah.
shows the payoff, and it's fucking awesome.
That's fucking
So
sick.
Hell yeah.
if we are ever down bad, like our parents are always there to help us too. My parents like flew into Phoenix and Buffalo for shows to come watch us play. And like we gave them stuff to take home because we're like, we don't need this. So my parents just flew home with like, I think it was a couple $1,000s that like we can't
Wow.
deposit at a bank in America.
Yeah.
We found out.
Oh,
So we're just like,
wow.
we don't want to keep this money with us.
Right.
Instead of like, you know,
Feels so fallen though.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Right.
But yeah, we just send stuff home. Luke's dad flew down and did like, what was it? Just he only came out to Jacksonville, but he flew down to Florida to hang out with us, right?
Yeah. He came down with my sister too, right?
Yeah.
They just went on like a small vacation. They're like, yo, let's go to Florida, go see my little brother play. And
Yeah.
they came out. They bought us supper. It was so fucking dope. But yeah, then we just, hey, Dad, take the merch cash home. Thanks.
That's so awesome.
So
That's
we're very fortunate in that regard. Like we're never gonna be good Charlotte writing songs about mom and dad not being good to us.
And you're
Hell yeah.
appreciative, which is important.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you guys are down and you're lucky in Mass, you got a place to stay for sure.
Oh yeah,
Well,
bro.
two places.
I love how you just like threw him under the bus. You're like, nah, go fucking stay with Steve.
Yeah,
We're
right.
fine."
Yeah, right. Why?
Well,
Why are all these guys here right now? I mean, cool, but like, I got my grandmother, my mother.
Oh my god, that whole sentence sounded super Boston.
Yeah, that's where the accent came
Coming to
through.
Europe.
Yeah.
We're
Dude,
coming to Boston.
Batches as always. Mine just comes out like
Yeah.
subtly. Mine's like very, very subtle. But I gotta tell one quick thing about tattoos. I gotta tell my worst tattoo that I have. Batch, you know what it is already?
You got a couple.
Okay, well, okay, that's fair. Fair game. Well, when I was 15,
Savage.
when I was 15, my mother bought me a tattoo kit with everything. So
Yeah, that's what I mean by like
yeah.
you got a couple that are.
I just went crazy on my
iffy.
leg. I have like the old Descendant symbol, the Blink-182 smile, it's Travis Barker's famous stars, like just random shit. The worst tattoo I ever got is on my right butt cheek, and it is a penis.
Oh yeah.
And above it says death. So I have a death penis on my butt, and it's like the worst thing. But it
Oh
is
my
also
God.
one of my favorite things.
That's a grindcore band if I've ever heard it. Death penis.
And it's like stick figure. So I have a penis stick figure on my butt, and my girlfriend absolutely loves it.
Good.
Oh
I'm
my
glad she
God.
loves your butt penis.
Jesus, dude. I forgot about that one. Oh my God.
Yeah. Luckily, I don't have to take off the bottoms in the locker room.
I like it. It's have to. You choose to, but you don't have to.
It's true. This is true.
He does.
Yeah. No, it's funny. The first T-shirt I ever designed for our old band, Echoes of an Era, was the famous Stars and Straps F, but
Yeah.
turned into an E.
Oh, that was
shit.
classic.
Oh, wow.
That was a classic design.
Yeah.
That's
Bring that
sick.
back. Steal that new captain shirt too. That's half of what I'm doing is just recycling our old band's merch into better things.
Yes, sir.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. Steve, you got anything else for these boys?
No, I literally I asked a few questions. You asked a few questions. We talked about fucking random
Just that and everything. Yeah.
Hell
Just
yeah.
fucking, I'm laughing my ass off.
Yeah, this is great.
This was awesome. I want to do it again at some point. It
Yeah,
was
but
fucking.
When the record comes out, we'll have to sit down and do another go through with you guys on it.
Oh,
yeah,
100%.
absolutely, for sure.
Dude,
yeah.
we're gonna be breaking that shit down. Like,
Yeah, we'll
we're
break it
gonna
down
be
with
going-
you boys.
He's gonna
Breaking
we're gonna
down
call
the
each other.
breakdowns.
Yeah, we're gonna be calling
Yes.
each other freaking out, dude. That's what we
Oh,
always
hell
do.
yeah.
Like Green Day dropped something the other day, and Batchy called me. Did you fucking hear about Green Day's new song? And like,
Oh
that's
yeah.
just what we do. We love music so much.
and
Yeah.
the,
We,
one thing I'll say, the first lyric in the new song that we're gonna put out, it's got fuck in it. The
oh
first-
yeah, my
first
favorite
fucking
word
thing.
just says fuck.
What fucking what? I'm gonna need you to text me on that one. Oh shit! I thought you meant first song on the record. My bad. Like there is definitely no F bomb in
Dude, your
that.
eyes just lit up, dude.
Yeah, he was like, "Excuse
What?
me,
Hold on.
what did you do?"
What?
You did a ball of
Like-
coke. He's like, what?
Dude, every now and then there's a lyric that Luke's right. Then I'm like, is that what he says? There's no way that's what he says.
But it's
now I'm just
actually what I
questioning it.
say.
There was one demo that I think the second verse lyric was gonna roll up in a Rolls Royce, got a bad bitch by my side. I'm like, there's no way that's what he has in there. Like,
Yeah, that song didn't make
Right
it.
now.
We'll revisit it, but
We'll revisit it. That's great.
yeah.
you want to talk about that emo trap rap crossover? There it was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
there it is.
Yeah, you know what, man? Like, I actually like I develop an artist right now that's doing that whole like emo punk stuff right now. You know, I'm helping him out, mentoring him a little bit.
Nice.
So like it's gonna be, yeah, man, dude. It's what a well-rounded talk we've had today.
Hell
Emptyspace
yeah.
podcast. Very
Yes.
excited to be here. Batch and Steve, you guys, you're fucking killing it.
Thank you, boys. We
Thank you,
appreciate the
man.
support.
Yeah, well, fuck yeah. We appreciate it.
Fellas,
Fuck
we
yeah.
around here all the time. I'm sure we'll see you guys in the chat tomorrow
Yeah.
for espresso time.
I don't have to
Absolutely.
work till 3, so that you guys usually do at 1 o'clock our time. I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah, that's 3
Wait, what
o'clock.
ti- what-
time.
Eastern time.
That's 3.
That's Is it 3 o'clock? Shit.
Yeah, we do 1 o'clock our time.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll probably put it on. I did it the
I'll
other
be
day.
there.
I was like, "What's up, boys? I'm at work, but how are you? See you later."
Yeah. No, we always
Right.
around. Like I said, DMs are open. We'll fucking hang out.
Awesome.
I'm sure you will be shit talking some hockey shit for the next little
Oh,
bit
yeah.
anyway.
Yeah,
Fuck
sounds
yeah,
good.
boys.
I appreciate you guys and
Yeah,
appreciate
thanks for
you even
coming,
doing
boys.
this, and,
Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
We'll
Any-
let.
anytime, man.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
All right, guys.
Also, make sure you join the Discord.
I was literally about to say.
Yeah.
Where can everybody like you got Discord, Espresso Time, Twitch Talks, all
Man,
on all platforms.
Yeah, we got if you go to our Instagram, it's really easy to find. Just type in Calling All Captains. You go to that link in the bio. We got a handy dandy link tree with literally everywhere you can find captains, everywhere you can listen to captains. You can watch the documentary, watch music videos, or you can just go to callingallcaptainsband.com and sign up for our mailing list. We also, if that's a big reason why lots of the hoodies sold out really quickly, is because we sent it out to the mailing list first, 24 hours before we made a post.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah,
so
boys.
make sure you sign up for that too.
I just shot y'all the Linktree link to throw.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Hell
man.
yeah. Thanks,
So
buddy.
sign up, people, because we have a cult.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
We a cult.
Join the fam.
Yeah, join the gang.
Gang.
Yeah, initiation is you have to. The initiation is you have to better your life in some way, because if you want better, you got to go get that shit.
Oh man.
Fuck
okay,
yeah,
cut
dude.
It, cut it. That was
Fuck
great.
yeah. That's
All right,
so-
boys.
I love the ad lib to that line too.
Yeah.
was
That's how it was supposed
Awesome.
to be in the record.
That's fucking sick.
That's dope.
All right,
Well,
gentlemen.
All right. Thanks again, boys.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it for sure.
Oh yeah.
Okay, man.
Anytime.
All right, boys.
See you later.
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 You click this button.
Do this.
3.
Which one do I hit? Is it this button?
I think so.
I'm
not
just
sure.
like I'm watching the confusion more than anything now. I'm just happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to. Oh, okay. No, it's
You
the
get it?
3 little buttons at the top. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Yeah, I got it. Do.
Hell
oh my
yeah.
god.
I got it.
You just fucking hung up on him.
Oh, we gotta
Dude,
do the ending.
bro. That,
I'm so sweaty.
dude.
I'm so sweaty. I don't know what to do. Oh God. Brother, did we just become like
We're
best
boys.
friends? We're
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 boys.
hanging out. We're doing have a good time.
When they come to mass, we're hanging out.
Oh, we're hanging
We're
out,
hanging
dude.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna bring milk and cheese for Luke so he can get his his kick before. Holy
Dude,
fuck,
we did
that
like
was fun.
3
Man.
hours with them, dude.
I know my editing is gonna be fun.